If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football. If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. I have one of my favorite, if not my favorite guests to talk football with, Gunny, coming in a few minutes. But you know the deal. Hit the like button. Subscribe. We got a raffle going on Tuesday night, 2 days from now. 47 hours, or 46 hours, 55 minutes if you want to get precise. In about 15 hours and 55 minutes, NFL tampering period begins. Yes, I'm a clock watcher. You should be watching the clock. It's 8:05. I'm sorry I'm late. Things happen. Had to do training for work. I have an exam Wednesday. Had to get some time in. But enough about that shit. Who cares? You know the deal. Turn it up, baby, baby.
It's got me.
Gentry covered in football!
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky.
Who, me?
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. Listen, it's shine time. It's Sunday night. You know the deal. Raffle entries are doubled. And I tell you what, Brees Hall got retained. Brees Hall's number 20. If we get to 20 gifted memberships tonight, I will gift 10 myself. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I bring to you on this program, Mr. Gunny Gumby. Good evening, sir. I don't know the voice. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I
was going to ask.
Hello and welcome.
Okay, we're going British tonight. Gotcha.
No
man. What's
idea
going
where
on?
that
What's going
came
on,
from.
Nick?
I might just throw out voices throughout the show, left
Okay.
and right. Brace yourself. I don't know.
One of those days, I guess. All right, cool. Yeah, that was definitely unexpected.
A little irritable today, Gunny. You know the deal, yo. I told you, I'm a little irritable. So who knows what's going to happen
I got you.
during this program. We don't know where it's going to go, how we're going to get there. But like I said, we're a little bit more than 16 or a little less than 16 hours away until the tampering period starts. Some new rules this year with the tampering period. Teams are allowed to have up to a 1 hour video conference with a player. In the past, they've just been able to negotiate with the agent. So the NFL tweaking the rules a little bit. Listen, I'll say this again. I've said it before. Why not just have free agency start? If you can contact the player and you can contact the agent and you can offer contracts and they can accept, that sounds to me like free agency. So I don't get why it's a legal tampering period. I don't know. I get it. The NFL wants to string you along. They've done a tremendous job of making it a year-round sport. Do we need 48 hours of a tampering period? Let's say we're starting free agency early. The new league year starts now. Done.
That will make a lot of sense. I'm with you on that 100%. That'll make a lot of sense. But you said it beautifully, man. Like, this is how the NFL keeps us engaged, right? You're not going to start getting the breaking news of the signings until free agency officially starts. But, man, the whispers and the gossip of who spoke to who, what's going on there, it's going to keep us engaged. We're going to be following freaking NFL on social media, following NFL Network. This is how they go ahead and keep us engaged as a fan base. So, yeah, I'm with you. I think it's kind of ridiculous, too. Why not just start it? But this is how they go ahead and get their media time in, because we're going to be watching the clock, watching social media, and, of course, watching the NFL Network, waiting for any kind of tidbit of any kind of freaking possible gossip going around so that you and I can jump on here and talk about it. And, of course, the NFL gets their attention, our attention, obviously, throughout the entire process.
Yeah, and listen, we're all going to be checking our phones. We're all going to be waiting for the tweets to go off. I will be. Where'd I put it? I put it on the counter. I'll have the earbud in, waiting for the Twitter sound to go off, and I'll rip the phone out of my pocket to see if it's something Jet related. And I have Bill M and others in the Discord who will be posting information left and right. Made Bill an admin, this way he can alert everyone if a Jet move happens. So for those who can't check their phones periodically, Bill will send out the Bill signal. Also, Addy or Knob, we need a image of Bill with the bat signal going up. Yeah. Listen, it's an exciting time. And when you're a team with as many needs as the New York Jets have, and you're a team that was in the bottom of the NFL this year, you expect there to be some signings. Now, as the guest, you get to go first. We've each put together 4 free agents we think the New York Jets could come to terms with in the next couple days. So I'll let you go first. And if you want, we'll throw it back and forth.
Yeah, that works. I'll do my first one, then you can go ahead and do yours, and we'll just flip-flop.
Go ahead, man. Fire away.
Okay, cool. So first and foremost, appreciate you, brother. Always love chopping up with you, man, and talking Jets football. This is obviously the fun time of year for Jets fans because we get to actually talk about the what ifs, have the hopes and the good feelings about our team until the season actually starts and they start letting us down. So with that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and hit this a little differently, man, from what I've been seeing throughout the content space, right? A lot of individuals are talking about how they want to go ahead and kind of go ahead and go away from really spending too much money this year, focus on getting some individual components in. But the fact is this, man, the New York Jets this year, they have well, first of all, the NFL salary cap is $301 million and a new record, right? It's going to keep going up because that's just the way the NFL is going nowadays. The Jets have about $77 million in usable cap space. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Instead of freaking drafting a QB and hoping that this roster develops around him, I think this is the year the Jets really need to flip the script. I'm talking about you build the team first, then you drop the franchise QB into a ready-made contender. I know it's kind of a crazy thing, right? But this actually might be the timeout. You're asking for a timeout.
We have amazing awesomeness that just happened, and when this happens, we got to take a timeout. Shout out to Eli, who just sent a $50 Venmo.
Oh,
and we're going to count that towards 10 memberships. He said, F the middleman. Have a great show, my guy.
I like that.
So I
like that.
Eli, oh shit, that's 20 entries on the wheel, but I'm going to make it 25 since we cut the middleman out. You get even more entries if you go that way. So Eli, you're the man. I appreciate you, and much love to you, my man, and good luck to you. Tuesday night, we're having a winner's choice raffle on the show. For those of you unaware, you pick the player, you pick the item: mini helmet, autographed jersey, autographed photo. You pick the player. Now, don't tell me you want a guy who's no longer alive and you want me to find. It's got to be within reason, right? Like if you say, hey, I would like a Curtis Martin autographed jersey. We can get that. Right. If you like, I want a JoJo Townsell, shout out to JoJo Townsell, my favorite Jet name to say of all time, Gunny, you know that. JoJo Townsell. Maybe we could find it. But we'll work together and we'll get you the item. You pick. I like to have choices in life. But Eli, you are the man. Appreciate you, sir. And you're the fucking best, bro. Good luck. Good luck, man. Jake Asman with a super chat. Says Shine and Gunny, doing it unlike any
What's
other
up?
baby.
What's up,
Yes.
Jake?
Shout out to Jake. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Also, while I got everyone's attention, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have a live reaction to the tampering period and any moves that happened up to date. And it's going to be the 3-year sober celebration. And we're going to have a ton of guests popping in. Going to have a lot. I don't know. I'm not saying any names. It's spoiler alerts. But stay tuned. Sunday. It's my favorite show to do of the year. It's the most important day in my life because without that, I wouldn't be here 3 years later. So I'm looking forward to Tuesday. We'll have a lot of Jets talk. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of guests. Make sure you're here. Set your Swatch watch, whatever Apple phone watch, whatever it is you got. I don't know. I don't judge. Even if it's broken, let it be broken and say 7 o'clock and make sure you're here. All right. Charles Gorman with a super chat.
What's up,
Hello,
Charles?
Nick, Shine, and Gunny. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Also, Nick, my parents say hi and are so happy that you received the promotion. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. Give the Gormans my love. They are a tremendous family, very kind. Welcomed me into the home multiple times. And with Jay Graves, Knob, Addie was the first to come in there. So very, very warm, welcoming family, Charles. God bless all the Gormans. Now, Gunny.
Yep.
You're on the side. Back
Oh,
to you, my friend. Go ahead
back
with your
to the
list.
regularly scheduled programming.
You know how it is. It happens. Sometimes.
Yeah, now we got to go ahead and adapt to this stuff, man.
When they show the love, you got to
show it back. You got to show it back. No, I got you. Yeah, so I just think that ultimately we need to go ahead and try something different this year, man, in terms of building this team up so we actually have the opportunity to bring in a guy that's going to have a chance at succeeding. I don't want to do the same thing we did with Sam Darnold or with Zach Wilson. We got to avoid those mistakes and finally give a young QB a real chance to succeed in New York. So for me, I'm going straight out of the park, man. This is the cream of the crop, I think, of this year's free agency. I'm going to hit you with an offensive target that I'm really passionate about right now, man. And I want Tyler Linderbaum. I think he's the crown jewel of the 2026 offensive line market.
talk dirty to me, Gunny. Offensive lineman in the trenches. Talk dirty to me, baby.
I got you, brother. I got you. Listen, he recently just declined. I think what Baltimore was trying to describe as a market-setting offer. So I know there's some concerns in regards to like, no, he's going to want too much money. How are we going to do it? I think he wants to reset the center market. And you know what? This is a guy that I think deserves it. Now, why should the Jets even contemplate this? Now, for me, I think the Jets have lacked a long-term solution at center since Mangold. I think Mangold is the last great center that we've had. It's been a long time since we've had that kind of a dude on that offensive line that can go a long way into helping not just the overall function of the offensive line, the running game, but help a quarterback actually play quarterback, right? So Linderbaum to me is an elite zone blocker, man. This guy has a high football IQ. He's one of the best interior pass protectors in all of football. He could anchor this offensive line for the next decade. He really, truly could. And with him and our two young freaking tackles, you're talking about the beginnings of having a top 3 offensive line in football if you do this right. Now, what is he going to cost? Listen, he's 25 years old. He's literally right now going into his prime, and he did decline Baltimore's market-setting extension, which was around like 19-something million dollars, I believe. So for me, I think if we're being honest, with the New York Jets, there's going to be a Jets tax, and this guy's trying to go ahead and set the market for centers, which again you got to appreciate because his talent is really he's elite. He's an elite center. You're looking at $20 to $22 million a year. I think it's going to cost us that much for us to go ahead and bring him in. I'm looking at a 4-year, $90 million deal with $60 million fully guaranteed. Now, again, I know it sounds like a lot. The number is crazy. This is a lot of money throwing at a center, but the first year cap hit compliments of over the cap. I ran all my numbers to make sure this is even feasible. So I'm not just throwing numbers out there right now. I'm actually going off of what over the cap states in terms of when you plug in these players, plug in what the offer would look like. Can we actually afford them? So the first year cap hit.
Give me 1 second. There's false reports in the chat. Multiple people, Jet 41 and Tommy saying that he signed. He didn't sign. The tweet from Ian Rappaport says, from the insiders on at the NFL Network, Ravens free agent center Tyler Linderbaum will become the NFL's highest paid center, comma, with Baltimore, the Raiders, the Commanders, and others still circling. So it didn't mean he signed
Yeah.
with Baltimore.
Yes, he signed.
It means he's going to be the highest paid center.
When he does sign.
That comma is very fucking important, gentlemen. Fake news. Gunny, continue. He's going to be ours. What are we doing? No negativity.
Listen, and this is why he waits for the free agency period, because I think a team like the Jets, who I think are going to show interest in this guy, you can go ahead and get him and really structure this thing in terms of heavy front loaded with the signing bonus. So you could average the first year cap hit to be $8 to $8.5 million with a $30 million signing bonus. And I think that's going to be what really captures his line of sight. You give him all that money up front. Again, he's the crown jewel of the offensive line class, man. I know the Bears are also interested. The Commanders are also in this. So New York's going to have to definitely pony up that money to bring him into the building. The thing is, we've got the money to do it. We got the money to do it. Now, we can offer a structure that nobody else can match right now. And the $30 million signing bonus alone makes this a no-brainer for his camp. So there's going to be an opportunity here for the Jets to really bring in Tyler Linderbaum, and it's going to fit nicely under the cap for us. Again, all these numbers I'm going to spit out today are not just me spitting off the top of my head. Once I thought these individuals up, I went into over the cap, plugged them all in, tried to toggle it out to see what the numbers look like. And then these numbers are feasible by the New York Jets. And we would still have about $30 million left after I break down the 4 players that I want to bring in. So you're going to be paying this center. You're going to be paying a center what? Some would say quarterback money, right? But I think he moves the needle, and he's going to move the needle in wins and probably more than a pass rusher could, specifically when you're talking about building up this offensive line and then going into next year. So again, everything I'm bringing to you guys right now, man, I'm not talking about the New York Jets taking massive steps to being freaking, contenders this year with these guys. I'm telling you guys, with these individuals we're going to be bringing in, from my perspective, you're going to make this team more appealing if we do have to go a different route for a coach next year. And when we do draft our franchise guy next year, you're going to make his job a lot easier. So that's where I took this in terms of looking at the free agents that are currently available. So Tyler Linderbaum's my first guy. We can actually afford to do it, and we actually are in a position to actually make it happen if the New York Jets decide to make that move.
I like it. This has been the guy I've been talking about since November. And I've said many times on this program and in private conversations, if Baltimore is dumb enough to fuck around,
I can't believe
make them find out and
Yeah.
reset the market, pay him like a tackle. I don't care. You don't have a quarterback salary that's going to be massive. You have $91 million in dead money. You have $207 million available next year. As of right now. You're going to have a rookie quarterback, whether it's this year with Ty, which I don't want, or next year. You're looking at, even if we have the number 1 pick next year, it's no more than $14 or $15 million. But then the cap hit brings it down. All I give a shit about is the cap hit. I don't care about the checks that the Johnsons have to sign. It means nothing to me. You have 100%. A $300 million 301 this year.
301.
It's going to go up even more next year.
Yeah.
If you have a center making $18 million on the cap, that's the same as having a $100 million salary cap and a $6 million hit. I'm fine with that. Whenever the Jets have been good, we've had a good top of the league center. Kevin Mawai, Nick Mangold. When we had a healthy quarterback with those two, we were playoff contenders every single year. Every single year, we were a playoff contender when we had a top center. Go back to it. Want to make the Jets great? Do it. Get an elite front seven, which we'll get into, and get a top of the line center. When Kevin Mawai hit the market in 98, it changed the New York Jets. It was a 5-year, $17 million deal, which was big back then. It reset the center market.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely fine with it. I like Myers. Myers doesn't move the needle. Linderbaum moves the needle.
100%.
Linderbaum, Tittman, Membu, Olu, and a rookie guard. You are talking about the potential to be not one of the best line in football in a year or two. If that 100%. Left guard comes in and hits immediately, you're talking about a dominating front line. And now a rookie quarterback in 27 comes into a fucking elite offensive line. Sign me up. Sign me
And the
up,
great
honey.
part about that is, right, the individuals who are screaming like, "Oh, nah, Arch Manning's not going to be available to us because Archie will never let it happen." When you show Archie or whoever's camp next year that you're really thinking about protecting this quarterback, giving them weapons, putting an offensive lineman for them to function, you're illogical. You're illogical if you think like they're not going to want to be a Jet because the Jets have sucked, because the Jets are horrible. You putting an elite offensive line in front of that quarterback, there's nobody going back to school because they want to avoid the Jets. That's not an argument you can make because you're putting that individual in the best possible position to succeed at the next level. It starts in the trenches, and we need to tackle that. I think this would be a home run addition to the New York Jets if they make this move.
You blow every other offer out the water because
Yeah.
you can.
Yep.
Because you can. And in 4 years, if that contract, if he doesn't want to play here anymore, great. You have plenty of time to draft a replacement. You can do it after year 3 and then have him mentor the center of the future. And then you have a rookie center or a second year center on a low controlled contract before you even got to pay your quarterback big money. So it makes absolute sense to me that Tyler Linderbaum. Now, I'm going to throw one out. All right. I know you went big. You went with my number one free agent is Tyler Linderbaum for the Jets. So you and I are in sync there. I'm going to go the opposite side of the ball.
Okay.
Now, I know people have been talking about the linebackers. We're going to 3-4. We need better players. We know that Aaron Glenn wants to play a blitzing, aggressive scheme. Before we get to that, excuse me, Cuddy with a super chat. Forgive me, I didn't see this. Would you trade 16 and 44 for the 8 for Sonny or wide receiver? Yeah, if Sonny Styles gets past the Giants and Washington, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would jump.
Yeah,
I would
100%.
get on the phone with the Saints. I would go up to Cleveland at 6. That's how much I like Styles. If we
I
get
like
Reese
Styles a
and
lot.
Styles, I would jump. Yes. He says value is $1,460 for 1,400, and then would like to trade 33 for a second or third. Honest thought on Becton return for guard. All right, I'm gonna hit the first part of that first. If you trade 16 and 44 and bump up, I would love to take 33, slide back, pick up another third, and then you still have 4 picks in the first 3 rounds, and you just maximized your value by going up to get the top middle linebacker, going to a 3-4. Honest thought on Becton. I don't think Becton would ever come back here. The fans were brutal to
It's
him.
us.
Same as Jamal, right? Like
Yeah.
Becton.
We scare them.
Yeah,
scare
Becton
those
is
guys.
not built for New York.
Nope.
No,
Hard
I
pass for me.
wouldn't with Becton. I don't think Becton would choose here. I think he's done. Now, if all 31 other teams say no and the Jets offer a veteran minimum, possibly, but I don't think he would come here. I don't think he's built for New York, and he showed that on Twitter time and time again.
Yeah. That kid's soft.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to go with a linebacker, former Georgia Bulldog, Nakobe Dean. Now, I know he's missed time, and that does worry me because we've had players that we brought in who've never been able to get on the field. You know, we've traded away Brian Cashman, Cashman, right? Was the linebacker
Cashman.
who went
Yep,
to Houston?
you're right. Yeah.
Brian Cashman with the Yankees GM. What's Blake
No,
Cashman?
it's Blake Cashman. I was like, I know
Yeah,
it's
I'm saying
B
Brian.
something.
Yeah, it's baseball
Yeah.
season. All right, I mean,
Yeah, you threw me off too.
Yeah,
I was like, it doesn't sound right. I know it's Cashman was.
it
but the
didn't
B
come
was
out
close.
right. I'm like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
long B. So we let Cashman go. He was injured all the time when he was here. Goes on, he does well. There's plenty of guys the Jets have signed and have flopped. If this is a low contract with guaranteed money, but the potential to be bigger money, he's a good blitzer, right? He can move around in the scheme. He can do different things. I think this is the guy you reach out to. Now, I know people, even Dylan Terman was on the show Friday night, said Demario Davis. I would rather go a little younger. And with Dean, I think Dean fits the Aaron Glenn mold of players who are young, coming off the first contract,
Yeah.
could be ascending, and could fit in here with the scheme that we're going to run. So I'll pick Nakobe Dean, and I'll throw it back to you, good sir.
Yeah, listen, with the Nakobe Dean thing, man, like you're talking about a guy who's got what I would say elite football IQ, right? Playmaking ability. He's got awesome, pretty good coverage skills as well, and he's also intense. He actually kind of models what you would imagine an AG guy would be. Now I know some people would say like his size is a little concerned. I think he's like what 5'10", 5'11", kind of a shorter linebacker. At like 230 pounds, so there's some concerns there, and that injury history, right? It's definitely going to be a concern. You can't really not look at that and think, okay, when you bring him here, especially you're going to be at MetLife on that turf, how is he, you know what I'm saying, how is he going to hold up? So there's obviously concerns there. But yeah, this makes a lot of sense, right? Again, for the right price, you're bringing in a guy who I think would complement AG and what he wants to do on that defense. So Nakobe Dean's, it makes sense. That tracks, and it wouldn't cost you a lot either to bring him into the building.
All right. Go ahead. Give me your second free agent.
Okay. All right.
Not just coming in late. Hit the like button, subscribe. We have a raffle going on. Raffle entries are double tonight. Shout out to Eli for sending a Venmo before. He's on the board. Cuddy's on the board. Remember, and Charles Gorman is on the board also for Tuesday night's raffle. Gunny, your first pick was Tyler Lindenbaum.
Yes, sir.
Who else do you think the Jets could sign?
Yeah, this is somebody that I mean I've enjoyed watching a lot. I think a lot of Jets fans would like to see this individual in Gang Green as well. Alec Pierce, man. Alec Pierce, wide receiver. The culture are making the mistake of allowing him to test free agency. This is a guy who over the last 2 years has led the NFL in yards per catch. We're talking about 21.8 yards per catch, which is absolutely freaking unheard of. Like it's just gross to think that this dude is averaging 21.8 yards per catch in the NFL. I think
Britt Johnson's going to love that on Madden.
Just launch it up, right? But yeah, he's a prototypical deep Z receiver. He's gonna definitely be a huge asset in opening up some space for freaking Garrett Wilson. Listen, is he a true number one or a system product? That's the big question you got to wonder. But then you're looking at the quarterbacks he's had throwing him the ball in Indianapolis, whether it's Anthony Richardson, Jacoby Brissett, whoever was over there. He's been able to make it work, right? Phillip Rivers, like he's been able to make it work. The dude has been consistent. He's consistently proven he is a deep threat. He's easily a 1B or at worst an elite number 2. I think at 25, you're talking about a guy who's at the prime age to make this kind of investment in. The market for big play receivers is going to be eye-popping. I think it's going to go ahead and be up there right now. But again, the Jets are in a very unique position to be able to afford a guy like this. Now, then I gotta play devil's advocate, right? Some people are gonna wonder, like, man, like he's kind of a one-trick pony. I think he can do more. He's excelled at what he's been asked to do in Indianapolis, but you're gonna be paying him top 5 to top 10 wide receiver money for a guy whose job is basically to run deep. So I guess you know what I'm saying that might be a problem. But for me, man, I think you bring him in because of what he does for not just your passing game, but for the running game. He's going to stretch the field. Corners, the defenses are going to have to respect him when he's out there. It's going to open up the field for Garrett Wilson, open it up for Breece Hall, Brandon Allen, Isaiah. So you're gonna see him literally complement the entire offense as a whole. And again, another asset you would bring in right now to when your young stud quarterback comes in next year, and it's an easy button. Throw it up, man. Let him go get it for you. That's an easy button you would have right there. I think Alec Pierce would complement this team very well. Now, it's going to cost you anywhere from $24 to $27 million a year to do it. That's where you're going to look at it and you're going to be like, man, you're paying this guy that kind of money. But I look at what he would bring to the table, and he would be the equivalent of what the Bengals have in Chase and freaking Higgins. We would have that complement here with freaking Wilson and Alec Pierce. And again, I'm thinking about next year when they're already in the system, they're already playing together, the team understands each other a little better, and you're dropping in that freaking rookie quarterback you're going to get with that Colts pick or that Cowboys pick, because they're both going to suck next year, and we're going to have them be the reason why we get the number 1 overall pick, vice us having to suck that bad this year, God willing. But yeah, you bring in Alec Pierce because he's going to, again, open up the offense for you as a whole. And it's another nice weapon for your quarterback to have next year. That makes his job a lot easier. So I'm going Tyler Linderbaum with the must-have. Alec Pierce is the wide receiver that I'm really liking for us to bring into the building.
All right. Now, since you chose Linderbaum, then he would have been one of mine. You know, I'd let you choose your players first, so I got to, react off of that.
Okay.
I'm going to go to a different position on the offensive line, and I'm going to go to a young guy that I liked a couple of years ago coming out, and unfortunately, we didn't get him. I'm going to go with left guard Zion Johnson from the Chargers.
Ooh.
Free agent. He's got projected $11 million annual value. I'm going to say we get him for a 3-year, $39 million deal. And we draft a center instead of a guard. I've
Okay.
been big on a guard. I've been big on either
Okay.
Dunner Jenkins with the red mullet, which became infamous at the combine. I've been big on going after Linderbaum. But if we don't get Linderbaum, Larry, I don't know why you're saying that. Several people have been saying this. If Green Bean said this, Green Bean read the tweet wrong. He's not signed with Baltimore. I'll pull the tweet up to show everybody. He's not.
Yes. As of 35 minutes ago, Tyler Linderbaum could reset the center market as the Ravens, Raiders, and Commanders circle the Pro Bowl lineman ahead of NFL free agency. Yeah, it just says set to become. Like there's no news whatsoever anywhere that says he signed. And I honestly, I think the Ravens made a mistake by letting it get to this point. I don't think they're going to be able to go ahead and re-sign him. You've allowed him now to go ahead and test the market, and I think he's going to do exactly that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up here. Yes, Green Bean stated it. I'm telling you, Green Bean read the tweet wrong.
Yeah, that's incorrect.
Let me pause this so I don't get dinged for that.
Yeah, no, he's still available. Everything you're seeing is that he's going to be resetting the market.
Here's the tweet from the insiders on the NFL Network. Ravens free agent, center Tyler Linderbaum will become the NFL's highest paid center, comma, with Baltimore, comma, the Raiders, comma, the Commanders, and others still circling. Now, if you just read the first part, Tyler Linderbaum will become the NFL's highest paid center with Baltimore, and don't count the comma. Yeah, he didn't sign with anyone. Right. So I'm sorry that you got the false news, but Tyler Linderbaum is not signed anywhere with that tweet. Now,
just to be clear, I made sure before anybody I spoke about, before I got on the show, I checked again to make sure there was no news of this as well. So that's why I felt pretty confident bringing these names out here.
All right. Let me get out of there and back to here. All right. So you've gone Tyler Linderbaum.
Yes, sir.
And Alec Pierce.
I have.
I've gone to Kobe Dean, and I've gone Zion Johnson at guard.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and go the defensive route.
What you got?
I'm going to give you a defensive target. Now, again, everybody that I'm talking about it right now, and I get it. Some people are going to say, I saw somebody say like the Jets aren't in the conversation for Linderbaum. Until free agency is here, I'm going to hold on to the hope that Muji is looking at how to make this team better, not just for this year, but of course for the future. And these guys I'm talking about all fit the mold of being able to bring something to the table. They're all also very young, so they're going into their prime. And yes, they're going to cost us a little bit extra because we are the New York Jets. So I factor all this in. So this is why, again, I'm bringing them in. So Jalen Phillips is the edge rusher that I'm looking at right now. Listen, he's 26 years old, and he did suffer that Achilles injury that kind of set him off last year. But year before last year, though, he comes back and he shows he's right back on track as to what he was doing before the injury. He had a pressure rate of 18.8%. That's an elite advantage over veterans. Now, some individuals are going to look at it and say, well, hold on, chill out. Trey Henderson's out there. And I love the Trey Henderson opportunity or thought process a couple years ago, but he's about to be 31 years old. We've tried this before where you're bringing in that edge rusher that's at that 30-year plus mark. And again, we're not a team that's about to win right now. So the guys you bring in, you're going to invest money in. I believe you need to be thinking, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we need this guy to contribute for this team 2-3 years from now, not this coming year. So for me, if you're looking at Hendrickson, who, again, I think he's a stud, he's 31 years old, and we're not that close, right? So 2 years from now, when he's 33 years old, going on 34, and he's taking massive steps backwards, this is a wasted contract. So I think this is where a guy like Jalen Phillips brings more value. Now, the Jets desperately need edge pressure the Jets desperately need edge pressure assistance after what we saw last year. We also just traded away freaking JJ. Now the question is, really, is Phillips going to be the answer or not, right? And are we overpaying for potential? Again, we're bringing him into the building to go ahead and see if he can continue to go ahead and compile on what we've seen from last year and what we saw before the injury took place for him as well. At 26, man, you're paying for the best years, right? You're not paying some guy going into the decline. You're paying him, but he's on the ascent. So that pressure rate is real production. That's not projection or what he could be. That is real production. That's what he's done when he's on the field. Can you go ahead and see some of those turn into more sack production? I think time will tell. I like freaking bringing him in. You're looking at from what I was able to run, we'd be able to pay him up to $24.5 million, but I think 22 to 23 is the sweet spot where we would still be able to go ahead and pay that man, and of course be able to maintain some cap flexibility this season. And we have so much money next year that is even ridiculous to even think about it for now. But yeah, Jalen Phillips is the guy that I would like to go ahead and bring in as that edge presence for the New York Jets.
Nice. All right. I'm going to go back to the defensive side.
Okay.
You know how much I love defense.
You do love some defense.
I am going to go with Josh Pascal.
Ooh,
he's 6'3", he's 275. He can move around and play different positions. Now, we've heard that we want to be more flexible. We want to run multiple fronts. If you're going to run a scheme like that, you need players who can be a 3-4 DN, who can be and then switch to a stand-up outside linebacker. He's even played linebacker at times on the inside. So if you're going to do different fronts and you're going to bring pressures and unique blitzes, you need guys who can do things in multiple ways. And I think Pascal, with that Aaron Glenn history, might be a player that they go target. Now, it's not the biggest name, but I think we're going to go and get players that serve a purpose, not necessarily the bigger names. So I know you're taking the bigger names, so that allowed me to kind of scan the depths of free agency a little bit. And I think that's a guy who's athletic enough to play the outside linebacker, but he's also physical enough to put his hand in the grass in certain situations. It would be an upgrade from the Michael Clemens situation, basically. You're getting a bigger, more physical guy who's more athletic. He might not stuff the stat sheet, but those are types of guys that you need in your defense.
Okay. All right.
David says, I don't think Pascal's officially on the market. The Lions own his rights, but he might be let go. There was a deadline of last week to tag and declare those players. The Jets did that with, who did we do it with? Receiver. Oh, no, Briggs. We did it with Briggs, and we let Mechie go because there was a timeline. Yeah, so he's a free agent because he's got 4 years in the league. So he's a free agent. His rookie contract has expired. And the projection. Give me 1 second. I'll pull up the projection. Yeah, he's an unrestricted free agent. All right, Gunny, go ahead.
Okay, Josh Pascal. He's young. He's like, what, 25, 26? He's a young cat also. He's going right into his prime years, I think.
Yeah, he had his rookie deal. He'll be 27 this year.
Okay.
David, everything I'm seeing, David, contradicts what you're saying. And I hate to say that because I know it's your team, but you don't. If you miss the entire year, it still counts as a year of your contract. You don't kick that can down the road. The only time that happened was with 2020 and the COVID year and the option to sit out, like C.J. Mosley. His contract continued. They paused it basically, and it came back. Hey, listen, Black Gypsy, for the role that he'll play, it's an upgrade over Michael Clemens. Me and Gunny are upgrades over Michael Clemens.
That's a good point.
Did I say Kellen Clemens?
No, you said Michael Clemens.
All right, Kellen Clemens would be better than Michael Clemens.
Oh, man. David just said, Nick, check out this article titled "Joplin shall remain under contract with Lions for 2026 after deals told under CBA injury provision."
Oh, he was on the non-football injury list. That's why.
Yep, that's
all
why.
Right. Okay, that's different.
Yep. Yeah, he's under contract for this year.
Yeah. So due to a CBA provision, players on the non-football injury list in their final contract year who do not play have their contracts extended. All right. All right, David. All right, Gunny. Back to you.
All right, my bad. Yeah, okay, David. Well played there.
Yeah,
well
David.
played. He well got done. You on that one. he got you. All right.
Hold on, let me get
second for me.
Get a paper towel. I'll wave the white flag, David. I'm sorry.
All right. So then for me, I'm gonna do one more defensive guy as well. All right. So I wanted to make sure there was parity on my picks. I know we talked about 4 players, offense, defense, and I think this guy makes a lot of sense. If you want more flexibility in the draft, right? I think this guy makes a lot of sense. And I'm gonna go with Devin Lloyd. I'm gonna go with Devin Lloyd here. Linebacker, Jacksonville Jaguars are letting him go. This guy was an all-pro, second-team all-pro. The Jacksonville Jaguars declined his 5th-year option, and this is another one of those dudes that you bring in that immediately adds impact. He's elite in coverage, and he can go ahead and help stop the run. He's one of those sideline-to-sideline second-level anchors that you need in this kind of a defensive scheme. And the fact that, Jacksonville told this man that he wasn't worth keeping, I think he's going to respond with kind of after he responds with an all-pro, I think this is a guy with a chip on his shoulder that's going to come into the building right now. He's going to give the team that bets on him and gives him a contract, everything he's got. And I think this is the kind of guy who can go ahead and honestly make Jacksonville regret letting him go. So I love those kind of guys, man, with chips on the shoulder. Now, the thing is this. Are we betting on this guy's 1 year being a career year? Now, he's been a good, good linebacker but he was an all-pro this past year. And would he rate all-pro money? Listen, based off of the cap math that I was able to do to go ahead and not overpay for this guy, you're looking at $18 to $20 million a year to gain his interest and to keep him, what over the cap believes he's going to be getting to go ahead and sign with a team. It sounds like a lot of money, everybody. I understand. I'm throwing numbers out that sounds like a lot of cash, and it's because it is. So I think the total sticker price for all my additions is like $89.5 million per year in the annual average salary. But the actual year one cap hit for these guys is only $38 million. If you want to bring in all these individuals and you front load them with the signing bonuses, this is going to be how you finagle the cap. Like, you can get all 4 of the guys that I just mentioned for $38 million cap hit this year. And that's going to still leave about $39 million remaining for you to go ahead and get some couple of depth pieces and sign your draft class. So this is why I think it's feasible for us to legitimately look at these guys who I think are going to be impact producers for the team. They're all young. They've all shown they have the ability to play at the NFL level at a high level as well. Tyler Linderbaum specifically is going to be that generational talent we would put on that offensive line, which is why I wanted to go ahead and make sure I could get him and, of course, bring in some individuals who are going to be impact players to ultimately make this team not a contender this year. I'm not saying we're going to be a contender this year, but to be a place where you can drop the quarterback in next year and you can help that young quarterback freaking develop. whether it's the defense doing their thing, making, giving them more possessions, Tyler Linderbaum being a freaking staple on that offensive line, keeping him upright, calling out protections, whatever he needs to do. Alec Pierce being that easy button for him, man, in terms of throwing it up whenever he's in a hot spot. I looked at this freaking free agency and I saw an opportunity. If I'm Muji, who I think will have the opportunity to get another coach, I don't think he'll be let go if they wind up moving on from AG next year. These kind of moves would, in essence, allow Muji to go after any coach he wants. Any coach he wants, he's going to be able to go get, because you've put some pieces here that they can look at and think to themselves, yeah, I can work with this. And two, when you're bringing in your quarterback, this kid should feel more confident that he's got some help on that offense side of football and a defense that has his back, on those days he's going to struggle. This is how I looked at it, man, and that's why I think these guys coming in at that sticker price is definitely worth the cap math.
All right, that's fair. All right. I'm going to go. I'm debating my last player. I'm not sure which guy to go with. I think realistically, the Jets aren't going to spend big money on a safety. So I'm looking at the free agent safety board, and I think that the Jets could go give a decent contract, small, maybe $5-6 million a year, to someone like Geno Stone. He was with the Bengals last year. He's projected to have a $7.5 million cap, or $7.5 million a year. Forgive me. I think you can go get him for 3 for 20, 3 for 18. He's had 11 interceptions the last 3 seasons. Worth noting, we need that. So it's not a big, massive addition, but I think they're going to pinpoint players who present skill sets that we need. We need a guy on the back end who's smart, can make plays, get turnovers. So I think when you look at it, they're not going to go for Jaquan Brisker, Brian Cook, Kobe Bryant. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do. But I think when you go down the list a little bit and you get to the Reed Blankenships, not Tony Adams, obviously, Geno Stone, Donovan Wilson, Dane Belton, Nick Cross from Indianapolis. Like, when you get down into that list, I think you're going to see them bring in maybe a safety like that. And that allows them to maybe kick the can down the road a little bit and not have to draft a safety in the first 4 picks and address other positions. So I'm a big believer that they're not going to spend massive money unless it's for a Linderbaum. You're not going to spend big money on quarterbacks. And listen, I debated putting quarterback in here, but
yeah,
I'm not interested in talking about any of these quarterbacks.
Neither
right?
am I.
Like, whoever we get, it's going to be like, that's
yeah,
the pick.
okay.
You
That's
know
the
what
guy.
I mean?
Got it.
Fields brought an excitement level because there
what
was
if? Yeah.
hope.
What if?
There was that he was a high pick. There was that, all right, he's big, he's strong, he's fast. They can run RPO. They can run the pony package with Hall and Allen, and we can do creative things. We never got to see that. So, and then he just held the ball forever if he was scared straight or scared gay. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah,
He
whatever
just
it was.
fucking was scared. Whatever his preference,
Terrified.
I don't know, but he was just scared. So if it's Kyler Murray, all right, I can't go run and do the thing with Kyler Murray that we did last year with Justin Fields. Maybe this is the system that works. Maybe this is that. We did that. It didn't work out. Carson Wentz, everything I've ever read is that he's hated in every locker room that he ever went to.
Yeah. Everywhere he
Like,
goes.
he's been a locker room cancer. Like, teammates fucking hate him.
Despise him. Yeah.
He's a dickhead.
Why you would
don't
want to bring him in when you're trying to go ahead and build a culture and build motivation? You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes zero sense to me. When
this
all
name, Gunny, if Flacco, at least I like Flacco.
I like him as a dude.
At least I know he's a good dude. He's not going to create any bullshit in the locker
Facts.
room. He'll play, and if he gets demoted, he will be the company guy. He's not going to rock the boat. He's not going to be selfish. He's not going to be an asshole like a Wentz or a Mac Jones if you trade for him. You know what you got. You got a savvy veteran who will throw the ball downfield. He'll look great sometimes. He's a less interesting Jameis Winston. You might get some really awful interceptions, but you're
Yeah.
going to have that game where you score 35 points, and it's like,
That's
holy
true.
shit, what did we just do?
That's true. Yeah, Joe Flacco to me right now, if he was announced, I feel like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I get
good
it.
luck
Like
to you.
yeah, good luck to you, man. I
Good
get
luck.
it.
I hope you get it. Good luck.
100%, right? Because I think Jets fans need to be realistic, man. This year is going to be painful. This isn't going to be the year where we figure it out. No matter what we do, man, there's not a quarterback that's available to us right now that's going to allow this team to be successful.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I've even brought up the names that I brought up for this entire process was because the Jets roster right now is currently cheap. Like, it's a cheap roster, right? I think we're only allocating about 50% of our current cap. So they can absorb like dead cap hits and still outspend the entire league. This is how I feel like you're in a unique opportunity to legitimately infuse this team with much needed talent, because you've got to think the bigger pictures, because these windows don't stay open like forever. You got to take advantage of them when you can, if it allows you the opportunity to build for the future. Because listen, patience is how dynasties are actually built, right? And I know some people would say you're throwing these big names out there like this is going to be just a quick fix. It's not that at all. These signings do not fix the Jets' immediate problem. Like, the quarterback situation is going to be the quarterback situation. No amount of offensive line or receiver talent saves a bad QB situation that we're currently in. And that's just our truth. But if the Jets are starting a rookie or a bridge, right, whatever it might be, the growing pains are real regardless of who's blocking or running the routes. But here's why it matters for the future, man. If we do this right, you're going to be able to attract a top coaching candidate. And again, I'm still the believer that AG might not be the guy next year. Again, after what we just witnessed this past year, I've just got more questions than answers about him. And if he proves me wrong, so be it. Yeah. But let's say he doesn't prove us wrong, and what we've seen, the trajectory is the trajectory. He's not the guy. You're going to be able to attract a top coaching candidate now because you've put some nice pieces there. An elite coordinator and head coaches, they don't want to go ahead and have to rebuild from scratch, right? They want a roster they can look at and see how they can impose themselves to win immediately. Signing Linderbaum, Pierce Phillips, and Lloyd, I think, kind of signals that ownership is serious. And a candidate like a top offensive mind looks at a Linderbaum anchoring that line, or Pierce stretching the field and Garrett Wilson underneath, and sees a real offense to work with. And I'm projecting right now wanting an offensive-minded head coach. If you didn't catch my drift, that's a difference maker in the coaching search. So that also helps you developing your rookie QB next year, man. I think a franchise QB drafted in 2027 benefits enormously from this group, and that's where I'm at, man. I understand what you're saying in terms of will they make this move. I don't know if they're smart enough to. I don't know if Muji has that kind of pull to actually do it. But if you're thinking about, even if it's AG trying to go ahead and win now, right? I think these moves give him a better opportunity to do that. I think Muji would also secure himself as being the guy who gets a second chance at the coaching position, because you've built a roster right now that's going to be appealing to several coaching candidates come next cycle. Yeah. So I just look at this, man, as a way where both Muji and AG could potentially buy some good grace. And for us as a fan base, something to be excited about, right? Because again, we're going to suck this year. It's going to be a bad year of football.
And you know what? If it doesn't work out,
right?
If you get Linderbaum and you get a guard and it doesn't work out, yeah, right? EG just is not the head coach, and then that's just a conclusion, right? I don't wish that, but for this discussion purpose, you're looking at a team that could have a really nice front on the defensive side. If you add Reese and say a CJ Allen,
right.
You have Sweat as your nose tackle, you can add to that, and you'd have an offensive line finished, and you'd have Garrett Wilson, and you would have 3 first-round picks. You're going to get a top-notch candidate, whether it's a first-time offensive coordinator elevating, whether it's a retread. You're going to have interest in getting here, because they're going to have the ability to go get a top quarterback and bring him in behind the finish line with a top receiver, with the option to add another top receiver to that and build. So we don't know how the Brees situation is going to play out yet, but I do want to thank everyone for being here. We got over 80 of you watching right now. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. And Tuesday, we have a winner's choice raffle going on. $5 super chats, gifted memberships get you on the wheel. Raffle entries are doubled. I said earlier, if we get, what did I say? If we get 25 memberships, I'll give 10 myself. We're going to count 10 already from the Venmo that Eli sent. Thank you again, Eli, for sending a $50 Venmo. You're on the wheel for 25 entries. You get 5 bonuses for sending that amount on top of the 10 already. So shout out to Eli. Now, how much longer do I have you for?
I got like 10 more minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, my daughter went to go talk to her, so I got some time.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm whispering. Like I'm.
Yeah, I know she can't hear you. You're
we're hanging out.
in my
She
ear.
don't know I'm
right?
here. She don't know I'm here. I snuck in the basement door. We were chilling. All right. So, quick tweet from Connor Hughes. Now it's Giant related, but interesting. He tweeted 8 minutes ago, among the players the Giants are targeting, cornerback Jamal Dean, guard Elijah Vera Tucker, tight end Isaiah Likely, and if the money is right, Tremaine Edmonds. They were very in on Kenneth Walker and Tyler Lindenbaum, but the price simply got too high. And then somebody replied to his tweet, how do we know the money is too high if tampering didn't even start yet? And Connor retweeted that and says, okay, I'm going to need you to sit down before I tell you this. ... So basically, these guys know that this is what the combine is. The combine is the illegal tampering period, and then the legal tampering period kicks in tomorrow. So these agents know who's calling. These agents know who's interested. These agents know the calls that they're going to get at 12 o'clock tomorrow on the dot. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Charles Gorman just sent the Venmo. Thank you, Charles Gorman. Charles, with that $15 Venmo, I love you, buddy. You didn't have to do that. Very kind of you. Also, did that come from Jake, or is that actually yours? Did you ask Jake to borrow money and then send? I'm kidding, Charles. Thank you. Now, Charles, you're going to get 8 raffle entries with that. I appreciate you, and I'm going to count that towards the 3. So we're 13 memberships. We need 12 more, and I'll give 10 myself. So I'm going to count those as memberships, even though they didn't go on air. But thank you, Mr. Gorman. You're a very nice guy. All right, Gunny, I'm going to throw it out there. Give me your depth chart. Like, not who do you want, but rate your board 1, 2, 3 at the quarterback position. Like, what do you think do the Jets do? Like, who are they calling? Who are they going to be associated with? And then, like, inevitably, who do you think they end up with?
Okay. So, are we including the draft as well?
No.
Or this is just free agency?
Yeah.
So I think Tyrod gets an opportunity to go ahead and be on this roster. I think Tyrod is definitely going to go ahead and get either an extension. I think he has 1 more year in his contract, right? He's currently under contract for 1 more year. I think Tyrod's definitely one of our quarterbacks.
No, I believe Tyrod's free. Tyrod has a void year.
Oh, is it a void year? Okay, cool. So I think you bring in I think Tyrod's definitely going to be on this roster. Unfortunately, man, I do think Wentz is probably going to be on this roster. If the rumors are true, all the reports are stating that Frank Reich is a believer in Carson Wentz and he wants to bring him in. Does AG have the boss to tell him, nah, fuck off, you're not bringing in this dude who's going to be a cancer to my locker room? Everything I've heard has been trash. I think AG would be able to have ears of players to go ahead and get that information. But something in my gut tells me like that we're probably going to see Carson Wentz in the building as one of the quarterbacks fighting to start. And Jacoby Brissett right now, and when I think the Colts are willing to go ahead and trade him for a late round draft pick, I think he's definitely worth a 5th or a 6th, right? I actually think he could win out between Wentz, Tyrod, and
I would give 178. I would give it.
Yeah,
I would
for
give
Brissett,
178 in a heartbeat for Brissett. I would even go up to 133. Dylan Terman and I did a mock offseason the other day. We each picked 2 players that we think they could sign. I didn't choose any of those players again today, but I think DJ Reader could be a guy that they go get to add some more bulk to that defensive line. I didn't want to pick him again tonight, and I picked trading for Brissett for pick 133. So if you can go make that move, that's my number one, right? Like I hope to God they make that
It's
call and say,
Brissett.
hey, listen,
Yeah.
well, we know once they get Malik Willis, I think he goes to Arizona. I think you call immediately and say, hey, we would like to do this trade.
Yeah.
We would like Brissett. We'll take him off your hands. Uh, a lot of people believe LaFleur could end up with Jimmy Garoppolo. That's his guy in LA, and that's the
That's
rumors
fine by me.
that like his backup. Yeah, it's a backup though, right?
Yeah, that's fine by me.
You know who's not a backup? Peg and Artie. Fucking starters in the
That's a
world.
starter
man.
right there.
Superstars in the world. They gifted
All-pro.
5. And they went to Dubs in, Wishby, Mike Jets 12, Kelso Porto fam, and Bray returns. Peg and Artie, you guys are the best. I appreciate you. Artie, I'm glad you're doing well. And Peg, I laughed my ass off when I saw you throw the shirt the other day at Artie. That was very good. That was entertaining. You guys are awesome. You're on the wheel for 10 for Tuesday night. Make sure you're here, 7 p.m. The show's already there, set up. Hit your reminders. Get the bell notification. Massive show on Tuesday night. Looking forward to it. And like I said, I want to be here celebrating with all of you. Very big day for me. And there's no place in the world I'd rather be than right here. So looking forward to that and hope you guys enjoy. Hopefully we got a lot of Jet news. It'll be day 2 of the tampering period. We'll hopefully have no Anthony Barr situations where players have agreed and then say, nah, never mind. But maybe we got a name or two to discuss at that point, Gunny. So I'm looking forward to that night. Now, you said Wentz. You mentioned Brissett.
Yeah, Wentz, Brissett, and I think Tyrod. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna take that back. Isn't Hernan Hooker on the roster still? And they just did like an exclusive rights thing with him.
Yeah, and Bailey Zappi is also.
Oh, Bailey Zappi.
Bailey Zappi's contract is not guaranteed, but he got a reserve futures contract. So he's on the.
You know what?
Will become guaranteed if he makes the roster, but he's tied to the Jets unless they release him through OTAs and training camp.
I'm gonna go this, and again, I hate the Wentz aspect. I saw somebody else just bring in. He'd be a bad idea. I agree. It'd be a horrible idea. I think Wentz would be a cancer, but I do believe with Frank Reich kind of like vying for him, there's a chance he's on here. So I'm gonna go Brissett, Wentz, Hooker, and Zappi. That's going to be our exciting quarterback room going into the season. It's gross. It's absolutely gross. But if Brissett winds up being the starter, again, good dude. You know he can play football. The Jets are winning 4 to 5 games. It doesn't matter if you brought Kyler Murray into here, Brissett, and it doesn't matter. The options we have available to us, you're looking at a 4 to 5 win season, and I think we just need to get comfortable with that reality. Because
you could have competent football if you had a Brissett.
It'd be competent.
Competent football if you had Flacco. Like there's going to be moments where Flacco looks overwhelmed. You're going to have teams who try to blitz the shit out of us. But it's not the Cleveland Browns. It's not the Bengals offensive line. This Jets line is going to be top tier. So there could be some exciting moments.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think they're a playoff team with Flacco. I think Brissett at his best, if you overhaul this front seven, if Reese hits the league like Micah Parsons did, if you know what I mean, if you go get a trade up for Styles or you get a CJ Allen and they hit the ground as a top-notch middle linebacker from day one, I mean, there's a lot of ifs that have to fucking
100%.
hit in order for it to happen. Like, I don't think these are givens.
Now I want to say this. I see Ozzy in the chat, and Ozzy, I'm a huge fan of Aller. I really hope we wind up bringing him into the building. If you're telling me we're including the draft picks, I do think Drew Aller winds up being on this roster. I feel like he is the prototypical, you know what I'm saying, like quarterback size and arm strength and ability that freaking Frank Reich would love. So yeah, I would definitely see Drew Aller being in the building as well, if I'm being honest. And I would take him over a Wentz. But if it might wind up being him over freaking Hooker if it's Austin Enton. I would swap Drew Aller out with Hooker in my prediction for the year. But yeah, Drew Aller for me, I do believe winds up being a New York Jet.
20 minutes ago, the Chargers came to terms with veteran fullback Alec Ingold on a 2-year, $7.5 million deal. So the negotiating window for unrestricted free agents opens at noon tomorrow. But players who've been released are free to sign now. That's why the Chargers have already added 2 starters, Tyler Biadasz and Alec Ingold. That's per Tom Pelissero. So people were asking questions, I guess, on his tweet on how they were signed. All right. Now, big fella, I need context.
Yeah, I kind of want to know what this means.
Yeah, I mean, I got to know. You can't drop a comment like that on this show and not pique my interest, my friend.
Yeah, you got to clarify. The worst ad ever? That's saying a lot. They've had some pretty shitty ads.
Yeah, I mean, we're all on pins and needles right now, waiting. Like the show has come to a halt, big fella.
Literally, like, we're waiting on you now.
Yeah,
now we're waiting on you.
Was it a douche ad? Like, well, what are we talking about? Not so fresh for ladies? Like, what are we talking?
Was it like a chlamydia ad or an AIDS ad or something like that? Like something that we haven't seen in a while? As long as we don't waste. Yeah, I'm with Dr. Dirty Coach MD on this one. If we waste pick number 16 on Ty Simpson, I'm gonna lose my shit.
And you say Dirty Cooch, and Dirty Cooch appears.
You rang. There it is. Good old Vagisil.
An annoying girl talking about her body odor.
That's
that's
rough.
I've heard that ad on Pandora. Yeah, I know the ad. I didn't know that was on YouTube now, but I've heard that ad on Pandora.
I don't think I've heard this one.
It's not fun. Questions about Alan? I don't know. Alan, stops watching Jake's show for a bit, and Alan and I have a texting friendship, and I've reached out to him and haven't heard anything. I don't know. I mean, we might just have to ask Gary. Maybe Gary knows, but I don't know. Keep It Simple says they're not taking Simpson at 16. It's going to be the Penn State guard if they lose AVT and Simpson. Yeah, I don't think it's losing AVT and Simpson. I think it would be upgrading at the position.
Yeah.
Now we know AVT is talented, but he doesn't show up.
Stay healthy.
He doesn't play. Like, I keep saying it. 60% of his career, he hasn't made it to November 1st. He's been in a sling or a cast on Halloween like a mummy. 3 of the goddamn years he's been in the NFL.
Now, if the price was right, I definitely would want to keep AVT, but it would have to be a team-friendly deal. Because when he is on the field, I think he's one of the top freaking offensive linemen in football. But like you said, though, like the lack of availability is a problem. And the amount of money he's gonna get in free agency, I think we can't match that, because he's gonna get paid like a starter. But he's only gonna give you about 2 months of football while he's playing for you. So, and I'm an AVT guy, but it would have to be like a very team friendly deal for us to keep him.
He's gonna get paid. Like, but his talent, someone's gonna pay him.
Yeah, on the talent.
And Ozzy says, "Oh my, have the AVT on a prove it deal." The prove it deal was the 5th-year option. And he didn't even make opening day. That was the prove it deal.
Yeah.
They could have extended him. But they were like, nah, prove you could stay healthy.
Healthy for a year.
And he didn't. So he's talented enough to get paid. He's been too injured enough to get paid here. Like, I wish him well. Yeah. I hope he's successful. Like, he might go on to be a Pro Bowl, all-pro type of guard. But change of scenery is needed. 3 out of 5 years. If you hit 3 out of 5 times in baseball, you're hitting 600, and you're the greatest hitter of all time. you're a guard for the Jets, and you're the most injured guard of all time. Like, it's just you need to change the scenery, and I think that's why that's a good swap. Let ABT go back out to LA. He went to USC. He's from out there. Take Zion Johnson's place, and we'll take Zion Johnson. I think that's fair. Both of them get a change of scenery. But he's going to get offers. You hear that? I just read the Connor Hughes tweet. Connor Rogers says the Giants are interested. Dom C was on here a couple weeks ago, or I was on Dom C's channel with Buffalo Jet Fan, and we did a first 33 mock. And Dom said, ABT's wife is on TikTok talking about going out to better weather and not being out in New Jersey anymore. So, you gotta keep happy wife, happy life. I don't know how it's said. I fucked up. I didn't do that. I don't know the saying. I don't know. Allegedly.
Happy wife, happy life, I believe.
Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, and speaking of that,
yes, that's
my
beautiful
cue.
Segue. I knew you were typing as I was saying that. I'm like, oh, look at this. That's the buzzer just sounded. That's God intervening and saying, hey, Gunny.
Yep, time to roll, my guy.
I'd rather God do it than Jess actually do it.
100%. Yeah.
Well, Gunny, I'm gonna share your link. Tell everyone where they could find you, what you got going on, and when and where, brother.
Yeah, brother. You can find me in the New York Jets Situation Report. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, X, and of course on Instagram. This Wednesday, we've got freaking the great Dom C on the show. He's going to go ahead and break down some talent that he likes quite a bit in the draft and some of the individuals tied to the New York Jets, how he sees them fitting. So he'll be on the show on Wednesday night. We're on at 8 p.m. Central. So come check us out at the Hangar Hangout on Wednesday night. Again, we're going to have Dom C there. And we're going to go ahead and talk Jets football and talk the draft. And also discuss any signing, any news that does pop up that obviously I'll do a video on before that case happens. So hopefully there's some stuff to talk about in regards to that, but definitely let's talk freaking Jets and the draft for this season.
Absolutely. For Charles Gorman, that's 9:00 Eastern. Gunny, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, brother. All right, man. Have a good one, man.
Buddy. Thank
Go
you
Jets.
so much. And tell Jess thank you. I love her and I appreciate her.
Got you covered, Doc. Later, Jets.
You're good, buddy. Which Mitchell? There's only one Mitchell. AD Mitchell, right? There's Mechie and Mitchell. Yeah, Mitchell is still on his rookie deal. We got 2 years left with Mitchell. He was in his sophomore campaign when we got him. So hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, folks. We got over 70 of you here watching. If we get to, let's say, 60 likes, we drop the call-in link. Also, shout out again to Eli for his Venmo. Shout out to Peg and Artie for gifting 5. Charles Gorman sent the Venmo also. Jake, did Charles request $15 from you? Because Charles sent it over here. But anyway, thank you, Charles. You're the man. Grown-ass man to be completely accurate. But we are 8 memberships away. If we get 8 memberships, I will give 10, ladies and gentlemen. Make me spend my money. Say fuck you, Nick. You wouldn't be the first. You wouldn't be the last. And as I say that, 69 of you are here. Also, for those of you with Mitchell, Mechie's name autocorrects a lot. Mechie's name autocorrects quite often. Charles, I'm teasing you. I know you did. You didn't have to reply. It was a joke, buddy. It was a joke, sir. Again, folks, upcoming shows this week. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Huge cast of characters coming on in Jets content world, popping in to say hello. Hopefully we have a couple players to discuss by that point. Looking forward to that day. As some of you know, it's a very, very important day in my life. That'll be 3 years sober that day. I wouldn't be here with you right now if it wasn't for the life-changing decision that I made on that day. So I can't wait to sit here with you and celebrate that night. But ladies and gentlemen, a few more likes. We'll drop the call-in link. We'll get your takes pre-tampering period. Oh, fucking so weird. It's fucking free agency, man. God, the NFL pisses me off when they do stupid shit. Doesn't make any sense at all. Brian, yes. Nick-Shine-1. Yes, sir. That is me. And that is you. Where is it? Here we go. Confirm. Thank you, Brian. Joe, I just mentioned your name before, man. How you been? I mentioned with the raffle we have going on Tuesday, folks, it's winner's choice. You choose the player, you choose the item, mini helmet, jersey, autograph photo, and we'll make that happen for you. And I said, just don't go crazy with like obscure names or players. And of course, I mentioned JoJo Townsell, my favorite name of all time to say. So here's Brian. You are the man. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you, my friend. With that, Brian, you get a couple additional entries. You're going to get 13 entries on the wheel. Thank you, my friend. You are the best. Yeah, Ozzy, and I think they bargain shop because I think they want to build this through the draft. With all these picks in the next 2 years, I really think that they want to build it up the right way. And I think you're going to see like a Quiddy Pay, Al Qadir Muhammad, a small purchase in safety, maybe a veteran, maybe not an Anzalone, maybe a little bit lesser of a middle linebacker, but can help teach Sherwood and potentially a high drafted middle linebacker. I don't think we're going to love the names in free agency because I think the draft is where we're going to get our starters. I think you could see role players get signed in free agency. So you got to remember, this is very unusual to have 8 picks in the first 2 rounds the next 2 years. They're not drafting guys in rounds 1 and 2 to be backups. They're going to be the meat and the potatoes. And the free agency might be the role players, might be your third defensive end, might be your third outside linebacker. They did it last year. They went on short deals, and then they moved Quinnen, and then they moved Sauce, and now they have all this draft capital. They're going to let those guys play. You're drafting guys like that in round 1 and 2. Those are going to be your penciled in starters for opening day. So I wouldn't now, maybe if you go Linderbaum and then you go bargain shop. Maybe you go, I don't know, maybe you go Devin Lloyd and then you bargain shop. It's going to be interesting. Whether it's players that we agree with, players we don't agree with, it will send a message and it will tell you, all right, we got a physical run stuffing outside linebacker. All right, they're going to draft Reese. They're going to need the physical run stuffer, and they're going to rotate Reese, McDonald. They're going to move Reese around. All right, makes sense. If they go and draft a Banks or a McDonald, okay, now it's time to restructure Phillips' deal. It's time to open up more money there. Lower him from 7.5. The moves that they make are going to tell you their plan. How about Max Mitchell? Max Mitchell was our 6th man this year in terms of coming in as the 6th guy on when they did the power package, and they brought him in as an eligible receiver, or tackle eligible play. He was the guy they were bringing in. Do you just go another short deal with Max Mitchell? That's someone to keep an eye on. Also, if you go to my YouTube page and you go to the short that I uploaded yesterday, it ends at 12 o'clock tomorrow. Post the player that you think will be the first guy that we come to terms with. And then if you're correct, you'll get 5 raffle entries for Tuesday night. Some of you have done it already. No trades. Got to be free agent acquisition. Someone who agrees to terms with the Jets. But listen, you have an opportunity to win free raffle entries, to win a prize. Why wouldn't you go do that? Also, to all of you who have already, good luck to you. We're at 53 likes, folks. We get 7 more likes. We'll share the call-in link. There's 75 of you here right now. I don't know how we can't get that. Also, earlier in the show, asked for a picture of Bill. And there he is, Bill the Matrix. He's the quickest in the world. There's times where I beat him and I feel so proud of myself if I can share a link before Bill does with NFL news. But there's Bill the Matrix with breaking news, live updates. Shout out to Bill. You see him in all the chats. He's a good dude. Let's see. Where are we at? We're at 56. Really? Really, folks? 4 more? Can't do 4 more? All right. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to drop the call-in link. Replace the pin message. I hope some of you went over, subscribe to Gunny's channel. You might have to refresh YouTube. We're going to play. Let's get. You know what? Since Charles sent some funds, here we go. Little highlight reel from Knobs Gifts to Charles Gorman.
How's it going, guys?
Is this your masturbation uniform?
Oh, stop it!
He's Charles. I come here today bearing gifts. Not from me, from Knobcraft. Knobcraft has sent you many gifts. I don't know what they are.
It's drink cheer wine soda. Now you
gotta put it on. Hold on. Don't get ahead of yourself. We gotta go one gift at a time. For the camera, please. Smile.
pork brains with milk grain. Nutrition facts: 3.5 serving size, 2 ounces.
It's only 375% of your cholesterol intake for the day. Like material.
I think it's Hebrew or something.
It's not Hebrew. It's probably Hindi, and it says New York Jets in Hindi.
That's very interesting. Very interesting. I like that.
Here we go. Let's get you in your uniform. Hold on.
Oh my God.
What are these?
Large size condoms. The thinnest Magnum condom. So I got fucking.
That's gonna be my screensaver.
And I got dots. I love me some dots, man. They're one of my favorite candies since childhood. Fortunately, the only negative I can say, they get stuck to your teeth sometimes.
They do. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the great Charles Gorman. Charles, you received a Show Me Your Butthole hat, a New York Jets shirt written in Hindi, considering the neighborhood that you live in. You received 2 boxes of dots, a pork brains, 2 Cheerwine sodas, and a box of Magnum Raw large-size condoms, the thinnest Magnum condom lubricated for contraception plus STI protection. Charles, what are your thoughts on this gift package that you've just gotten from the great Knobcraft?
Well, thank you, Knobcraft, for the gifts, especially with some of the food, but the condoms. You guys really want me to lose that virginity, huh? Well,
You want to lose your virginity?
I do, to the right woman.
Miss, are you the right woman? She didn't respond. I tried, Charles.
Probably my favorite gift outside of the dots and the soda is this shirt with the Hindi on it.
What's it say?
New York Jets in Hindi.
New York Jets in Hindi. Absolutely 100%.
Sorry if my emotions get the better of me sometimes. I can be a unique individual when it comes to that shit.
I say fuckhead, but unique individual also works. Well, Charles, you're a good man. People want the best for you. Now you go get the best for yourself. Go get a job. Nikki, thoughts on the gift package for Charles?
I like them all.
Now, that video was last May, maybe June. Charles, have you gotten a job yet?
Unfortunately, no, Sir Nick. I'm still looking for a job. Unfortunately, the pork brains went bad. I still got the Show Me Your Butthole hat.
Do you?
And
You'd have to prove it to everybody, Charles. There's only one way to prove it. Your apartment's not that big. I don't know what the hell you're looking around for.
looking around to see if I got the
Also, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who followed the saga of Charles Gorman the last several years, You know that nobody loves white beaters on warm days more than Charles Gorman. It was 70 degrees today in New Jersey, so Chuck is breaking out the 26 wife beaters. All right, you walked to the closet by the bathroom. Now you're back in the kitchen and you're looking at the front door. I know your apartment layout.
I look for the stupid wife beater. Not the wife beater. I'm sorry.
You're wearing it.
Thank you. I know. Not this hat. Where's the stupid show me your butthole hat?
Why is it stupid? That was a gift from Nam.
I meant figuratively. Stop taking
Why are
everything
you
I say
raising your
seriously.
voice at me?
Yes, honey. I'm sorry.
All right, give me your Jets take since you can't find the hat. What's up?
I would love Jacoby Brissett on the Jets. Last year, he threw for over 3,300 yards, 23 touchdowns, 8 interceptions completed, around 64% of his passes. He played well. It's not his fault the team sucked. I mean, it is what it is. But what I told one of our fellow Shiners in the chat that I am absolutely starving for a great offensive line. Badly. We haven't had. I mean, in 2015, we had a.
You can't even talk a sentence without burping?
Sorry, story of my life. We had a very solid offensive line in 2015, but the last time we had a great offensive line was in 2010, from 2008 to 2010, where we had DeBrickashaw, Alan Faneca, Matt Slauson at left guard, the late Nick Mangold, Brandon Moore, and Damian Woody at right tackle. And that offensive line, man, they made some holes, baby. They made some holes.
Foot commercial. Nice. Well, that's
A
better than
foot
what the big
commercial.
fella got.
Well, we need to give him a robot toe or a prosthetic for one of his toes.
I'm good. I'm fine
I'm
as is.
teasing you, buddy. I know that.
I know you are.
Or we can do a panties commercial like Joe Namath did back in the day.
Back to the Jets take. Stay focused.
Sorry, just want to get on some fun. I would love Tyler Linderbaum. I think he's one of the premier centers in the National Football League. I know he wants big time money. I don't blame him. He's a big time player. He's rarely missed games. He's a durable player. He's a great player. The thing is, we would have to pay the good old fashioned jet tax, or we have to slightly overpay for players. But I think it'll be worth it. You know, the last time we brought over a great center free agency was the great Kevin Mawai, and he helped us become a playoff team for the most part back in the 2000s.
Charles, I agree with everything you said. Every time we've had a good team, we've had a top of the league center. Mawai, Mangold, and we had a chance.
John Schmidt, Joe Fields.
You know, I'm going to stay more current.
I understand
when we got Mawai in '98. When we got Mawai in '98, that was the turn of the Jets. You know, we got Mawai and Martin that year. And that was when we started being consistent. And that was when we started having a shot at the playoffs. And if we had a healthy quarterback, we were a playoff contender for the next 15 years. And then for the last 15 years, it's been troublesome.
Yeah, because we haven't had consistent stability at center. What are your thoughts on Cade Mays from the Panthers? I know Daniel Murphy's interested in him. Jed Murphy, what the heck? No. Oh my God.
All right. Well, while your brain froze, Charles, you're a very involved member of the community. You are a part of a community inclusion group.
Yes.
No, you're part of a community inclusion group where you get together with people who have similar interests as you, right?
Yes.
Have you ever been part of a community inclusion group for clothing?
No.
All right.
Yes, you want me to put on better clothes?
I present to you the Wife Beater Community Inclusion Group.
Don't let him talk shit to you, Chuck.
What are you talking about? This is how I dress every day.
Hello, Coach Uglig. It's a pleasure to finally see you.
What's up, buddy?
How are you, sir? How are you?
Damn, Charles, you didn't even say hi to me.
I was going to say hi to you. Don't worry. Calm down. Hey, Tom. Hey, Mr. Weed. I was watching a couple episodes of Titans yesterday.
Did you know?
Yes, I'm on episode 7 or 8. It's really
Nice.
good, man. I'm really liking the series. It's if you don't know what I'm talking about, Coach, what is it? Oaklick? I don't like butchering names of people that I respect, so I apologize.
Thank you. Right back at you, dude. Which show?
Titans is a DC Comics show that's like a live action adaptation of the Teen Titans, especially the iteration that was created by George Perez, but his soul rest in peace, and Marv Wolfman. I'm a huge comic book fan, which is what a lot. If you go to my channel, which is now known as MDC Fan 101,
Nice.
I talk about wide variety of topics. I talk about sports, comic books, movies, video games, and not too long ago, I talked about some of my favorite music artists.
Nick, what do you expect to happen?
I can figure out the writing in here easier than I can figure out where to find Charles's YouTube page.
Just type Charles Gorman 1094.
Hey, Charles, on the Magnum gift,
I'm
I
sorry.
just want to say, when you find that right woman, she's a lucky woman. I think you're a good dude. I
Thank
love
you.
how you're classy and you always take the high road. I so appreciate that. The internet could just be nasty at times. So
Yeah, he
Oh, I
has
know.
a-
Trust me. I
Oh, yeah,
remember
Nick.
back in
Sorry, guys.
2016,
I was out of uniform.
my first ever encounter with a troll, and it wasn't pretty, but I got over it. But that's when I kind of knew how bad the internet can be from time to time. So
Charles has his moments.
I have my moments too, yes, where I flip the fuck out, or as my man Nick Shine would say, I'm a fuckhead from time to time.
I gotta say, I've heard you on a variety-tastic, thoughtful, deep Jets takes.
I tried my best, you know. I primarily grew up a Jets fan because of my father. You all right, Tom?
Yeah, I'm smoking a joint.
Be careful, man. That shit could kill you.
No,
Ow! I mean, maybe it
Trust
sets
me.
the room on fire.
I've tried, Charles.
Well, you're coughing. You're coughing up a lung there. I know people love to
That's just 'cause I
smoke
have
ganja.
emphysema.
A lot of people like to smoke the good stuff, but
That's
me,
because
I
have
tend to stay
emphysema.
away
It's
from that. 'Cause
cigarettes
it's
I
fucking
gotta
up
stop.
even more. But hey, more power to you, man. God bless you, man.
Cigarettes I gotta stop. Weed is fine. Fuck you too, Jay. Calling the cops on you.
It's legal. I'm in California.
Well, yeah, it's legal here in Jersey too. That's what I'm telling you.
Right. It's a grocery store.
You can go to medicinal fried chicken like in South Park. Put
Hell
your
yeah.
balls in a microwave and hop around and smoke some ganja.
Does not work. You can't fully close the microwave door with your balls in there. So
Well,
you
tell
can
that to
never
Randy
Did
Marsh.
you clean your microwave yet?
Yes, I did.
When you hang up, take a picture and send it to me.
All right, I will.
Thank you. I yelled at him the other day. For
Don't take any shit from Nick.
No, it's not taking shit. It's improving your living environment. That's not.
Joe, if
taking
you want a
shit.
messy microwave, you'll have a messy microwave.
That sounds
Now
like
you know
a
he's not building up to be on the show hoarders.
that's a caring accountability partner. That's what I heard right there.
Yeah,
Nick
so
is
So
Charles.
he made a
You
video
coach
that he used
football,
his air
correct?
fryer. Right? He sent a video. The commentary was, you wanted to post that on your YouTube channel because you said hello everybody, like your Lloyd
Wait,
Lindsay
what?
Young
I'm serious.
opening, and then in the video he shows the air fryer basket, and then it's the microwave, and I go, oh no, Charles, you cannot share that video. You got to clean. We got a trade in the NFL. The Raiders are trading for Bills veteran quarterback Teron Johnson. It's a 6-7 swap on top of it.
They were going to cut him anyway.
Yeah, so you do the swap to get him, and now you don't have to bid against other teams for him.
Yeah. And all of these moves are all can't be official until the 11th. So, right, all the legal tampering is only with true free agents, and all of these deals, including the one we did for Sweat, we're still a couple of days away from any of those things hitting the book. So there won't be any Kyler Murray signings until then. There won't be any Tua signings. I mean, we got a little ways to go here.
Yeah, but those are the
Lord
signings.
Lindsey Young, hello, Woodbridge.
The trades are agreed to and just can't be processed in the new league year. But those are good. Gentlemen, I have a very important call right now.
No.
Please stand by.
Hello, Charles.
Hey, Jake Asman, how are you?
It is time for you to respect the gods. You've been a bad boy.
What can I say? I like getting a pitchfork up my ass.
You are sick. You're a sick, sick man. You're going to hell.
God, excuse me. I don't want to interrupt you on the Lord's Day, but I need somebody to clip that immediately and send me that audio. Thank you. Raffle entry for the first person.
You're welcome.
Jake Asman, I know it's you, buddy.
Charles, clean your underwear.
I do clean my underwear
No,
when
you
I do
don't.
laundry.
I'm looking right at it. Looking right down at it from above.
I clean my underwear every time I take a shower.
You blew up the bathroom earlier. I watched you.
Quicker than I blow up a bathroom. You ain't wrong, Nick Shine. You ain't wrong.
There's a pitchfork up your anus, you sick, sick man.
Yes, I am a sick, sick man. As Gary would say, I'm a weak man. I'm a woman in disguise. I'm
All
a lot of
right.
things.
We need another clip and another raffle entry if you get that audio from me also, folks.
Charles, you've disappointed all of us.
Story of my life. I disappoint everybody.
You have an opportunity for atonement. Be better this week. We're counting on you.
I don't know, God. Sometimes the world just tries to screw me over. But then again, I like to screw the world back in a big, big way.
It's not that big. I've seen it.
That's because you're the big man, the big cheese.
I'm God.
Damn right.
Charles, be better this week. Have a good one.
You too, God. Or should I say Jake Asman?
Oh man. Oh, God's got a lot of things to answer. If God is available, I have one other caller maybe that God could speak to. Charles, want to have a argument with somebody right now?
Why is it Gary?
And no. There's someone in waiting right now. That
Is it the big fella?
It's not a big fella, but this is a very well-known feud throughout the history of Charles Gorman. And ladies and gentlemen,
It's Beast, isn't it?
you are worse at this than you are getting a job, my friend. You are like 0 for 5. I'll give you one more guess.
It's not the big fella. It's not Beast.
It's not Beast. It's not Gary.
It's not Alan.
It's not Alan. Who's one of your nemesises? Nemesis? Nemesis?
I don't have a nemesis that I could think of.
I disagree.
Is it Chuck Wagon? Is it Dave?
Oh, hello.
Oh, Lane's not my nemesis. Stop it.
Give him hell, Lane. Give him hell.
Hey, Lane. You know, I discovered a new player for you.
Yeah, who
Called
is it?
Sue Bunghole.
Zoom Bunghole?
He's from Oregon State.
How do you fry your chicken?
How do I fry my chicken?
Do you fry it or do you bake it? That's a question.
He
Because
orders
I
it,
had-
dude. He
for
DoorDashes
dinner,
it.
I had French
I
fries.
have chicken that I got from Costco, from breaded chicken that I got from Costco. I just put in the air fryer. I don't.
Oh, you don't bread it? You just put it in the air fryer?
Yeah.
Do you like your dot? No, do you like your gummy dots that you like?
You mean, of course, I love dots. Even though the only negative I can say is it gets stuck on your teeth. I've been a fan of dots since I was a child.
They haven't changed one bit, since I've been alive. And I think I've had it just like once, and they come in the big boxes also, not. Yeah, they're good.
Dino HDH D4GP. I choke it. He's talking about my penis.
We all. Yeah,
How's your
buddy,
family
one
doing,
more.
Lane? I'm sorry about your dad.
How do you go from talking about your penis to
How
asking
to talk
about
about my
someone's
penis?
family?
That's about my. He's a. I'd rather not talk about that. That's kind of upsetting. All I
No,
have
I'm
to
saying I'm
say,
sorry about your loss. Is
yeah,
what I'm
it
saying.
happens. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, it was unexpected, and you know, it's been hard, but you know,
It's
I'm
not
doing
easy
well.
losing a loved one, Lane. Trust me. I
Yeah,
lost all my grandparents.
me too.
It's not easy, man. Trust me. It's not
Wait,
easy.
like,
No matter.
I mean, you have lost a lot of them ever or not? Like,
I lost all four of my grandparents. The only grandparent I didn't get a chance to meet was my mother's father. He passed away when my mother was a teenager.
Hey, Lane, it's me, Cartoon Chuck.
This has got to be gay.
Yeah, who is that? Is that Gator or is that you with a cartoon on it?
It's me, Charles Gorman, as if I was a cartoon character, Lane.
That's got to be Gator.
Now, how do you feel about this thing coming up? The as Maniac Madness. I mean, I think I could
I
beat.
think I'm going to lose to you, Lane. You're going to beat me. Hey, Charles, can you drink a little slower, you grotesque beast? Lane, look at this guy.
Cartoon me. I'll try my best. Can I call you?
Mind.
Are you done?
No, I'm talking to Lane.
Yes, okay, you could talk to me.
Yes, Cartoon me. Wow, I thought I was an asshole. I guess Cartoon me is an even bigger
This guy
asshole.
is Charles Gorman. I mean, have you ever seen someone chug as fast as him?
It's fucking Jake. I see that shit. It's fucking Jake. I see it.
Nick, was that
Jake,
Jake
you
I just heard?
fucking you told me
Stop
not to
your
use the
sodas.
green screen because you can be seen from time to time, and then you. By the way, Jake, you and Charles look very similar.
It's
Oh,
me,
yeah, and Jake
Cartoon
knows
Chuck.
how to-
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yes, Cartoon me. Oh, now we got weed pool up in this
Oh,
motherfucker.
hi, Weed.
Hello, Charles. How are you today?
All
Oh,
right,
hi,
everyone
Wade.
have a
All
great
right,
night.
Wade.
You look different.
Especially you,
Weed
Lane.
smoking
Love
is.
you.
We got Wade Wilson, the guy with healing factor on par, if not greater than Wolverine, smoking that ganja.
Oh,
How you doing, guys? How you doing, boys?
yeah.
Where the chimichangas
hi,
at?
Wade.
Don't you worry
I thought
about
you'd
that,
be
Chuck.
eating some of them
Word.
chicken chimichangas by now.
Don't you worry about that, Chuck. I
Chimichangas?
do a lot of things with my chimichangas. Don't you worry about it. Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to, pal. Now, how are you doing, Lane?
Yeah, I'm doing
Nice
good,
to see
Weed.
you.
I just, the show's getting weird, so I just had to.
We're both best friends.
Show's getting weird. It's getting weird because it's almost 10
The
o'clock.
show's
So
getting very weird right now, Nick. That's all I have to say.
it's getting weird in a good way.
Thank
I don't
you.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The show's getting weird.
We got Deadpool.
You mean weed pool? Deadpool
Yeah.
and Deadpool.
Well, you're wearing a Deadpool mask and you're smoking weed. So, yeah. Okay,
On
weed
the other
pool.
hand,
What else
let's
do you
talk
do
about-
besides smoking weed?
I kill
Talk
people.
about the Jets. I think that you go into the off season and you have to sign players.
Goddamn right, Lane.
Flacco is. I don't know if you can get Joe Flacco. I don't know.
Yeah, Lane.
Right.
Lane knows all.
Do you
Lane,
see that?
You're
Yeah,
awesome. Good luck with your Giants this week.
yeah.
expect you
I
guys to
know. I
sign some
heard
people.
that the mock draft's been coming up.
Yes,
for
the mock
the-
drafts are coming up.
Yeah, it should be good. All right, thank you for taking my call.
All right, Lane, hold on. One more person wants to say hi to you.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Hi. Oh, it's Clancy.
Oh,
what
it's
are you
fucking
wearing?
Demo.
Damn it, I didn't change my name.
We got weed pool. We got Thanos up in this bitch.
Tell me you smoke without
Nick,
telling
why
me you
is
smoke.
Clancy
Oh,
wearing a
fuck. I
mask?
forgot
He
to
looks
change my
like
name.
somebody else.
Hi, Lane. Hi, Charles.
Oh, there you are.
Wait.
There's definitely a serial killer
God
on
damn
this
it. That
call.
shit's fucking hot.
Absolutely a serial killer on this call.
What, you been reading my diary? How did you
I didn't know
know
you had a diary. Now I
Oh,
want to know
it's
what's
like-
in it.
Literally said somebody that's called a serial killer. I guess he's been reading my
Hey,
diary.
Charles, are you still an Indy fan?
I don't know. Maybe can you tell?
You mean the I don't know.
Oh my god, he's.
I know that.
Oh no, no,
that-
not Brandon, Logan.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh great! So now we got a Terminator version of me
Worldwide
trying to take over the
Warner.
future. What else is next?
Loopy, you're one handsome son of a gun, you know that? Plane train.
Yes, Robot Gorman.
That's what Jake.
Weed ball, you guys are gentlemen and scholars.
I'm out.
You suck.
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
do suck. Thank you very much.
Hi, Clancy. Thank you for calling in. Lane, good luck with your Giants, my friend. We'll talk soon.
Can you find me a job?
Thanks for taking.
I want to work. I'm a robot. AI is taking over.
Charles, you're the man. Thanks for calling.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too,
Bye,
pal.
Charles.
Thank you for the contributions tonight. You're a nice guy.
When you wake up, your world will be over, and it will be me living it.
Robot Gorman, hello.
Hello, Libby. I hear you're having a great draft party. Can I join?
That's right. Pittsburgh, April 23rd with Jake Assman.
He's a good guy.
Very good guy.
Yeah.
He loves the Jets, but the Jets don't love him.
That's for sure. I don't know what to say, Nick. The show is taking a turn.
Wait, Charles, go.
You know what? You know what we're calling this, Lou? This is the nervous energy purging before free agency starts.
That is right.
This is our purge, right? We need to refocus by noon tomorrow. So this is the last. We made it. We've been going through hell. We sat through that awful season. We've had multiple Gormans call in tonight, so we're recentering our focus and our energies for tomorrow.
Hey, did you see Beast in his kitchen? Beast was in his kitchen tonight.
I've seen it before. I didn't.
Oh,
see
I
it
never
down
saw
here.
that before in his real kitchen. That was interesting on his birthday.
Nice.
What do you got, Nick?
Sorry. Robot Gorman, appreciate you for calling in.
Thank you for having me, Nicholas.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Good night.
All right, Lou. Reset. What's going on?
All right, Nick. Let's get back to football, guys. Ready?
Bring it back, baby.
Okay, Nick. Be the GM
Let's
of the Raiders right now. Just be the GM of the Raiders right now. Let's role play right now on this
GM
show.
of the Raiders?
You're the GM of the Raiders right now.
Oh, I love Ty Simpson.
Okay. Get ready. So you decide you do want to do the Max Crosby trade, right? I think that brings you as GM of the Raiders closer to trading out Mendoza. And let me tell you why. If you trade with the Jets, you will then have pick 2, 13, 16, 36. And next year you will have 3 first-round picks. And that first-round pick that you have next year will have 6 people in the race for you. You'll have the best of either the Raiders pick, the Baltimore pick, the Jets pick, the Indy pick, the Green Bay pick, or the Cowboys pick. So you understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying in theory.
Because you're going to tell the
However-
Jets you want their first, but their best first. Because they're losing
I
a
get it.
quarterback. They should have the opportunity to get a quarterback next year.
I get it, but all right, I'm the Raiders general manager right now.
Yeah.
We just released Geno Smith.
Mm-hmm.
We need a quarterback.
You just
We're in a
signed one
position
5
to
seconds ago.
We're in a position to take the number 1 quarterback here. And as much as we are appreciative of the trade offer, we're going to have to stick and pick. This is a guy with all the intangibles that we like. This is a guy that fell into our lap. This is a guy that we can't afford to miss on. Now, I will say this. If the Raiders make a move in free agency and get somebody that we're not expecting, we could revisit this in a couple, maybe days or weeks. But right now, I have to just thank you anyway. But
reverse for a second. That's why tonight we could have this conversation, because tomorrow this conversation could change. If they do sign someone big this week, that they ever let's say Kirk Cousins goes there, let's say Malik goes there, let's say one of these better quarterbacks decides
Malik's the only one that I think can deter them from Mendoza.
Okay, because
Cousins is a good mentor to Mendoza, right?
Hmm?
You know,
so if you sign Malik, if you do get
Flacco
Malik,
would be a great mentor for Mendoza. A chance to compete to start, right? That's what Flacco wants. He wants a chance to compete and start. Maybe you don't play the rookie right away. Maybe you go back to the days of old when quarterbacks sat and behind a veteran and they learned and they came in and then they succeeded. Maybe you go Flacco. I think, I know he's not Rick, but I'm just saying that's the only guy that could make that move. I'm a firm believer that Malik goes to Arizona or Miami.
but keep in mind at pick 2, you can take out the losing Max Crosby. Now you have Arvell. You have pick 13. You can get a lineman. If they really like Ty Simpson, they could take him at 16. Then they have pick 36. And then next year, they could go for a Manning. So, or one of these other quarterbacks. I'm just saying that I hear you, what you're saying with Mendoza, but I do believe that the Max Crosby trade brought them closer to trading out, not further to trading out.
And I disagree with the take, and I'm going to tell you my take with it. It enables them to take the quarterback and get him a receiver, and then maybe in the second round get an offensive lineman and start to really build this offense. You got Bowers, you got Genty, you add a Tyson or a Lemon, or if Tate falls, look,
the amount of
now you
picks
can
that
build
we're
around
talking
him,
about,
man.
the amount of picks that we're talking about that they could have by trading out first pick and Max is just crazy. It's team rebuilding. I mean,
if you add, say you add AVT, then you add Lemon, and then you add another offensive lineman at the top of round 2 with Mendoza, you're putting all your investments.
No, true, and they have a lot of money. They have a lot of money, so it's kind of crazy the position that they're in. But my next thing, and that was just something I was thinking about with the Max trade. But the next thing is the Jets would really fail us this week if they don't bring a decent quarterback to the table. I mean, someone decent, someone that can play, throw, complete a pass. That would be really upsetting if we go into this year with Geno Smith as the opening quarterback for the New York Jets or Wentz or any one of these bums. Like, if they don't pull a Jacoby trade or a Mac Jones or someone like that, this is going to be upsetting, Nick. I have to tell you. I can only sit through so much of this.
Yeah, I get it. Listen, I know where you're at, and in Miami, I was talking about Mendoza. You know how much I wanted him, but I've come to terms with it. It just wasn't meant to be.
I came to terms with it too. It was tough because when we were racing at the end of racing to the bottom, I thought we had a chance, but they tanked better than us.
Chris Banjo.
I just think with all this new coaching staff, if Frank Wright's new plan is Geno Smith or someone like that, I mean, come on now. We just brought you in here.
I know.
That would be terrible, Nick. That would be terrible.
I know. Well,
we got to get someone good. We have a great GM. We have a lot of firepower. We have a lot of money. You cannot disappoint us. Do whatever you have to do. Bring in a quarterback to this room. We need a good quarterback. You cannot let us down like this. We have everything to go out and get one. You cannot let us down like this. I will go crazy. I don't know what to do. I'm about. I won't be able to handle it, Nick. You have a good night.
I promise.
You have a good night. I hope tomorrow we get a quarterback.
I appreciate you.
You got it.
Talk to you soon. Shout out to Adirondack Fly Guy gifted a membership that went to Robert C. And Robert C. says, I'd like to thank you for the membership to the Nick Shine Show. Tammy, we got a gift from Adirondack Fly Guy. Yes. Thank you. Appreciate you. We are 7 memberships away, and I'll give 10. Also, don't forget Tuesday night raffle, winner's choice. You pick the player. mini helmet, jersey, autograph photo, your choice. Coach, thank you for waiting. And nice choice of shirt. What's on your mind, my friend?
Did that hat make Lou's head seem small, or something was up there, right?
Oh yeah, it's one of those oversized hats.
Okay, here are my thoughts. I don't think. I'm sorry, Lou. I'm diehard. I'm not an every weeker though, but I don't think we're all going to be all that happy with the quarterback room. So I think we're bargain shopping in free agency here. I think some of our critical needs that we'll see met, I'm okay with them. With Linderbaum, obviously, I've been saying that here in the chat. I'm okay with overpaying them with the jet tax. A safety, a starting one, a higher echelon one, and then one more for depth. I'm saying 2. Then draft one also, the back end. And
yeah.
I know you're going to agree, but O-line, D-line. We sign Linderbaum. We draft that guard at 16 if he's available. And we run the ball. We shorten the game. We make the defensive job easier. And the defense, let's get after them. More investment in the linebackers, edge rushers, front guys. It'll make the job of everyone in the back end easier. I know that's probably, you can record any coach saying that, and that seems normal. But in a year where we don't have a franchise-saving quarterback, that's what you need more than anything. So I'm expecting day one to be kind of quiet unless it's Linderbaum. I'm expecting to hear a swing tackle and a safety. I mentioned Jabril Peppers in the chat, and no, I don't think he's a starter, but he is the kind of hybrid safety linebacker that can move around, that gives you options. That's the kind of stuff I expect us to do.
I expect them to target players, like I said, positional flexibility, hybrids, guys who can put their hand in the grass, stand up if you're going to play outside linebacker, bigger, more physical guy. You got Will. You could potentially have Reese. You're going to get a clearer picture in the next week of who the draft picks could be early on. So, I'm hoping, I'm selfish a little bit with this, but I hope 1:30 tomorrow, right when I take my lunch break, we have Linderbaum news. That would be tremendous. I've already told my bosses that 1:30 to 2 o'clock, I can post a video. I'm on lunch. You're not paying me. Don't give me no shit. So 128 signing tomorrow would be absolutely perfect.
That would make me happy. And I would say that if that happens and we go quiet for another day, it's going to drive a lot of Jets fans crazy because they just want, we want it all.
You got to remember, though, look at our draft picks. Yeah. That's the biggest thing with this regime. They're going to draft their stars. They're going to maybe go with one in free agency or maybe one on each side of the ball and then filter in role player guys because they're going to draft their stars. That's all it comes down to with these 8 picks, and they can maneuver that into more. They got to build a core. They traded Quinnen and Sauce, their core. AVT is going to be gone. He was the captain. That was part of the core. Membo's coming up as a new part of the core. Jermaine's gone. That was part of your core. You need a core. So if you go get Reese and maybe you maneuver to get Styles or you get CJ Allen and then you take a guard, you're building your line, you're building your core. And then in 27, you get the quarterback, you get another receiver to add to Garrett Wilson, and you go get an elite cornerback too in round 1 and just put all these pieces together, man, and see what it can be for the future. So, Brian, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for the Venmo. You're the man. And good luck on Tuesday night.
Heck yeah. See ya.
Talk soon, bro. Shout out to Jake gifting a membership that went to Ozzie Fuller's. We are 6 memberships away. I'm talking like Robert C. again, and I didn't mean to, but we are 6 members away from Nick Shine having to give 10, Tammy. Do you believe it? Big fella, do you believe what Nick Shine might do?
No one beats your impression of Robert C., bro. Nobody.
Thank you. I know you love it, so I was
I love it,
watching
dude.
you smile backstage.
Oh, it's fun, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry I kept going in and out backstage because it was. Yeah, I know. Because I'm trying to get the trying to get a good signal here because I kept
Where you at?
some. I'm in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, nice.
My daughter's visiting for a college visit to Ohio State. So I've been asking people around. Literally, I've been going up to people asking, who would you take it to, Arvo Reese or Sonny Styles? And right now, Arvo Reese is in the lead 5-1. So,
Wow.
yep. Tomorrow's gonna be fun because I'm going on the college tour. I'm gonna ask a bunch of people. So it'd be good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went there. When we went to Cincinnati, we stopped at the stadium on the way through, and then on the way back, I tried driving back after the game, and there was traffic, and I got to Columbus, and I was just exhausted. So we stayed at a hotel right in the heart of Columbus.
Nice. The stadium is beautiful, dude.
Massive.
It's big and it's like ornate and everything. It's actually really cool. It's actually really cool. Um, I don't. I don't think there's a chance in hell we're getting Mendoza, bro.
I know.
I
God bless Lou for wanting it to find a way. Still, I can relate to that.
Yeah. I can't see it like at all, dude.
I know. I made terms with it, and then when they released Gino, it's just like, all right, now you're just throwing salt in our
Exactly. Now, I hope this free agency is better than last year's free agency because last year's free agency was very underwhelming with Brandon Stevens being our top free agent pickup. You know,
Yeah.
and we have
last year, I said we weren't going to get anyone. I had a list of CBS's top 100 free agents, and I said we're not going to get anyone in the top 50. Fields was 53. That was the highest rated free agent that we got last year.
Yeah, and he was like one of the only obvious ones. You know what I mean? It was just like I don't know, and he didn't work out at all. I mean, Stevens was trash for the first quarter of the year anyway. So
he was good after September. I think it was after week 3, and then he was very highly rated. But we need turnovers, man. Like you got to get turnovers.
I know, I still see that play where he slipped on the interception. Remember, and it was just like I think it was in the Steeler game. He slipped on the he could have had that easy interception, and it was like, oh, come on.
Yeah. And then Sauce had one where he dove and he didn't need to. And
Yep.
It's amazing that we went 17 games without an interception in the NFL.
I know, dude, and it's like AZ had one. He caught one, but he was out of bounds, and he caught in the Tampa game. So it was crazy. A priority free agent that we have that I hope we re-sign is Ngannou. I really want him back. He's a weapon, and I think it's imperative for us to have him back and Williams back and keep that core special teams. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, and plus we're just going to add to it, right?
Yeah.
I'm very curious. Like, I'm not making a big deal about it, but I'm curious what we do with kicker. To be honest with you, like do we bring back Folk? Do we go get one of these younger booming legs that are kicking 65-yarders and hitting the net?
Yeah.
Do we just stay consistent, or do we go get a guy that can tap Glenn on the shoulder and be like, hey, I did the math. I can make this kick. Put me in the game.
Exactly. I mean, you saw what Dallas did with Aubrey, right? It's second rounder for him.
Yeah, they told him he can go get an offer.
It's crazy. I mean, they're kicking so far now. It's a different style ball now, right? Or is it?
It's a new kicking ball, and someone I would keep an eye on if it's not Folk. Sanders from Miami is being released. He's made 21 straight kicks going into the end of the year. He's been consistent. He very rarely misses against us.
Yeah.
So, I'm okay not spending money on a kicker and just you can go draft one and find one and develop one, right? If Banjo's that great, that's your next step. Go find a kicker in the draft.
Right.
Bring one in who's just good and consistent from day one. That's the only other thing he needs. But what you said with you got Nwangu, You got Isaiah Williams, who has a big
Mhm.
role. You got Stiggers, Irv Charles.
I don't want
You
him
know,
back.
yeah. There's you got a really good core.
Yeah.
But you're going to lose Tony Adams. Clemens was
Right.
on special teams. Like him or hate him, he was on special teams. These are the
Right.
guys that are there. You got Marcelino Ball that you gave the offer to, so he's back. You're going to have a really elite special teams group, and just keep adding to it. You had a rookie punter. Everyone went nuts
Right.
when we released the former punter. What the hell is his
Oh,
name?
Morstead, yeah.
Morstead, yes. I don't
Yeah.
know why Weatherford was coming into my mind, but Morstead, people lost their mind last year when we got rid of him. We
Right.
got better,
Yeah,
Let
I mean,
Banjo go find a kicker now. He found the punter. Let him go find a kicker.
dude, our kicker should be that kicker from Oklahoma. That guy is amazing, bro. He can kick from 60. He was kicking long 50s against Tennessee, and that's why we lost to him. But he's damn good, dude. I would go after him. Now, I was thinking, okay, Charles put up a video of him cooking the bagel bites, right? Now, in the video, I never saw the air fryer, right? I see him fumbling around with the camera, and then it goes straight to the bagel bites, and he's like, they're good, right? Thank you, Thunderlips. Okay. Is it really true that he used that air fryer, or is this some? It's a
He
conspiracy
did.
theory.
He sent me a second video where he made the hot dogs, and he's
Yeah.
like, "This is my second day in a row using the air fryer." I'll shoot you the video.
Okay.
I'll shoot you the video because you could tell the air fryer was used.
Okay.
And then no, Quest, he used the air fryer. You can tell the air fryer's used if there's no.
It's a little conspiracy theory going on right now.
No, I'll push you the video that he
Okay.
sent me.
Because if the microwave is dirty,
Again, used my air fryer for the second consecutive day. I decided to make myself some chicken apple flavored sausages. I put them on for about 10 to 12 minutes and look at them. And look at this bad boy right here. I'm about to munch on it. I'll let you know what I think it's gonna taste good. I'll see you guys later.
He couldn't even get through the fucking sentence without like fucking indigestion, man.
yeah, I'm just saying the microwave was dirty. I didn't see the air fryer, and we got these bagel bites there, man. I don't know,
Yeah, this video will, when you see it, will prove to you that he did.
Okay.
Where
All
is
right.
it? Here you go.
And Charles, if you're using the air fryer, it's important. You could get in some trouble if you don't.
Whoa. You know who we're dealing with here, big fella? One task at a time.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, that was just my 2 cents. I mean, it was a mystery. So anyway, that's all I got really.
I appreciate you, man. Calling in. How long are you out there for?
I'm out here and I'm coming back on Tuesday, so I'll be back then. And
You drive or fly?
drive.
That's fucking, when you get into Ohio, man, that was my first time. Like Pittsburgh was the furthest west I had gone.
Yeah.
So when I went to Cincinnati, man, there's nothing.
Right.
And all of a sudden, you just see fucking 250-foot high gas station sign, and then you pull off, and you're in this little fucking town.
Yep.
And then you get back on the road, and then it's tumbleweed again for the next 60 miles. It's remarkable how much nothing there is in this country.
We drove through a nasty rainstorm, bro. Like,
oh, really?
Oh God, it was bad, dude. I thought there was a tornado watch by us. So yeah, it was interesting. It was raining really bad, but yeah. Here till Tuesday, going on the tour tomorrow, and gonna ask more people about, who we should draft, Reese or Styles, and I'm gonna get their feedback.
Reese and Styles will be there working out, and you can ask them.
Yeah, exactly. People say that Reese, the people who said that, we should take Reese, they're saying he's a beast. Like, he's like one of the biggest people they've ever seen. And he
looks very, very chiseled, long armed. Like, listen, I'm happy if we get either.
Right.
I'm attempting. I'm doing cartwheels if we get both somehow.
Yeah.
And you'll be with me draft night.
Yeah, I should be. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know yet, round 1 NFL draft, Woodbridge Brewing Company in Woodbridge, New Jersey. The Nick Shine Show will be hosting a party. We got Jay Graves, we got Weed the People, we got Peter Pins, we got the big fella. We'll have a lot of friends of mine who are local and in town coming as well. The kids will be there, so please join us. And I will have a flyer. Gator is traveling, and he's had the Asmaniac Madness stuff going on, which he's had to create a lot for. So once that, he'll put something together for me, and we'll have all that info. But round 1, 7:30, Woodbridge, New Jersey, night 1 of the draft. The big fellow will be there, and you can see both of us on our beautiful faces in person.
Hell yeah. Well, Nick, keep up doing a good job, bro. You're doing awesome. And I will talk to you soon, my man.
I'll talk to you, buddy.
All right, have a good one.
Travels and enjoy the show tomorrow. Or not,
Thanks, man.
You know what I mean? The tour.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Rob, I was looking at this name earlier. Yeah, I mean, he's remarkable speed. It's a nice weapon. It's a nice weapon to add to the offense and on specials. So I think this Jets special teams are pretty unique, and I hate to see it get broken up, but I do understand that it's NFL, it's free agency. People are going to come and pay. They're going to want to build theirs, and the Jets. Listen, if there's one coach that we should believe in, it's Banjo, and if Banjo lets somebody go, you got to believe that he can go find a replacement. It's hopefully our special teams don't have to be our highest scoring unit next year. But wait, what? Who's saying this? That's the projected cap or projected hit for Shaheed a year? $25 million a year. I'm going to Spotrac right now. I'd be shocked if he gets that. I'd be shocked if he gets that money. They're saying between 13 and 18 million. Previous contract was 1 year, 5 million. Projected value is 3 years, 42 million. But you never know. People get into a bidding war. Sometimes prices go up. Other times they take the first offer that comes in because they know who they want to play with. I mean, he's a very good talent. He can fucking run past anyone. So, not sure. Folks, we're getting near the end of the show. Again, we are 6 gifted memberships away from me having to give 10. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Be right here. We have reacting to the NFL free agency. We have the 3-year sobriety celebration. We'll have a big list of guests popping in throughout the night. So hopefully you guys will be here. And then we'll do we'll spin the wheel at the end of the night. So, but I do have to get up for work in the morning. And as of right now, it's that time. Are you ready? He's ready.
How you doing, Nicky?
I'm good. Happy birthday, buddy.
And now, can we all say this once?
Thank you.
Muchos gracias and
no problem, papi. Buenos dias, amigo.
Buenas noches. Now,
I mean feliz cumpleaños.
Oh, feliz cumpleaños to you too, amigo. But now, what did we learn today, courtesy of the Nick Shine television program?
YouTube program. Do it again. Say YouTube program.
It's the Nick Shine YouTube program.
No, do the whole thing. Do the whole thing.
Now.
The Nick Shine show at the end. Do the whole thing with the Nick Shine show at the end.
Now, what did we learn today? Courtesy of the Nick Shine Show from YouTube. Ding!
Thank you. Sweet dreams, Prince. Ladies and gentlemen, David D. gifted 5. That went to Quick Dolo, YO Jet Fan, Uno Jets, Jet Fan Kev, Robert Foley, no relation to Mick Foley or Robert Woodruff, but thank you, David. And ladies and gentlemen, we are there. Eli just sent another Venmo, and we are over the hump. We made it. So I will be a man of my word, unlike when I was married. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. Don't judge me. Judge yourself. I admit my faults. Why do you think I'm always happy and smiling? Not married. Eli, you're the man. David, you are the man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, everyone who contributed tonight. My 10 went to One Jets Pod, Brett, Michael Bartow, The Jetstream TV, MC Lean, MD Jets, Scott Campbell, Nemesis, Michael Palermo, Justin. Did I miss one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got them. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, everyone who made that happen. Appreciate you guys. Great work, everybody. Thank you, Eli, David, Jake, Adirondack Fly Guy, Peg and Artie, Brian, Charles, Eli again. You guys are awesome. But ladies and gentlemen, scanning the chat, I don't see any what did we learn? I'm looking. Nothing. No, what did we learn? Well, it's time to tag in the professional, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey there, Shiners, you made it to the end. It's time to ask the question. The Nick Shine would like to know. Canada's taking names. Boomtown always delivers. Let's find out now. What did we learn today?
Yes, this is something I found out very early. If you can go through the web browser for YouTube and you should be able to gift. I don't know if that's still where I haven't done that in a couple years, but Clancy says I showed it to him. I showed it to him. Ooh, I hope he liked it. But I believe that still may be a thing. No one has told me differently, but if you go through the YouTube website instead of the app on an iPhone or iPad, it works. But ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. He's probably got a lot of work to do with that crazy segment that we had on the show. But if you are a channel member, please go ahead, hit that what did we learn emoji, and Mr. Boomtown, please, good sir, drop it like it's hot. See, Jake, you don't have to buy a machine to change your voice. You can just change your voice by talking differently. And ladies and gentlemen, Boomtown, wait, don't do it. Pause. Stop. It's Leppy. What's up, bro? Leppy. Is that me? Is that him? Leppy? All right. Try again. All right, back to boom. Luppy, try again. Oh, there we go.
There we go. How we doing?
Now you're there.
I'm here. Let's
You're
go.
here now.
Let's go.
Well, backstage looks sexy as fuck because there's two of you.
Yes. Because nothing's better than one Luppy, but two Luppies. That's more. That's what it's about.
I've read bathroom walls. I know what the ladies are writing. I saw you tearing it up and cutting up a rug in the parking lot. How you doing,
Yeah,
my
tear it
friend?
up in the bathroom, but not the way you think, though.
Hashtag Charles Gorman.
Yeah, he's better than me in that one. You know what I'm saying? How you doing,
man?
Nick, crazy night. I'm watching this while I'm trying to watch, a movie, and I'm flipping back and forth. And Nick, this is a fucking great show.
Thank
You're always on point. Listen, we're crazy. This is I think the Mercury's like retrograde and stuff, and everybody's getting a little bit more crazy, like I am, like you
Wait a
are.
minute. Did you just reference Mercury in retrograde?
Something is there. I'm in retrograde right now. I don't even know what that means. So
Are you wearing leggings and Uggs and getting Starbucks coffee? Are you part of the white girl army?
no, but I think I got an Afghan on right now though, because I'm 61, so almost soon. March 17th. That's
If
my
I make it to
birthday.
61, I'm gonna have a diaper on. So God bless you.
Hey, that bro, I got some muscles on. That's what I got.
Nice.
Got to
What are you
stay
thinking
fit.
for tomorrow, my friend?
I don't know. Your opinion first, because that's why I got signed on your show.
I think I hope I hope Linderbaum quick. Like just
I am.
make an
Oh my
offer that
God, we're
blows
sharing a
everyone away.
brain.
Say this is the offer. This is gonna be the biggest offer you get. It's on the table right now. Take it.
Just like Parcells did. He got Kevin Mawai, and it started the march that we needed to do and have the offensive line that we needed to do to be the team that we just. Nothing like getting you get smacked in the face and can't do nothing about it. And that's what we did back then. And we need to do it again. I would give Lindebaum anything he freaking wanted, blank check, because I am so on board with is he going to do it though? Are we going to be able to make that offer? Or is the Ravens really going to sign him back? Or, somebody's talking about the Giants, because
No,
of
Connor Hughes
Harbaugh.
had a tweet a little while ago
Right.
that said that the Giants. He had a tweet about the Giants that said, "Let me pull it real quick."
You pulling what? Sorry.
Connor Hughes had a tweet. I'm looking for it. Said among the players the Giants are targeting, cornerback Jamal Dean, guard AVT, tight end Isaiah Likely, and if the money is right, Tremaine Edmonds. They were very in on Kenneth Walker and Tyler Linderbaum, but the price simply got too high, which
Why
means
would-
that people know Linderbaum is getting a massive fucking offer
I got one question. Why would the Ravens let him go?
because they're good. They went and added to their defense.
So
They
they're going
went in.
more. They're going on defense. This might be this first time head coach's demise because you don't let somebody like that out of the building. And
If
if
you
we
think
can
you
get
can
him,
go draft a center in round 2 and keep that a cheap $1 million a year and then add Crosby to your defense, it's a decision you have to make and weigh out as an organization. But
right.
maybe they're just saying,
if you feel the defense is your deficiency, but it's always been the offense. It's always been letting the offense develop, and it never really got to its potential. And the fact that
I
your
think though,
quarterback
if you
gets
look at what Seattle did,
Mhm.
and when you can just get to the quarterback time and time again, maybe you find a value at center and,
Yeah.
you know,
Defense wins
you
championships, right?
yeah, it did again. You
Yeah,
look what the
it did.
Seahawks did. The Patriots didn't have a chance in the Super Bowl. And if you're
Right.
Baltimore, okay, we can separate ourselves by making this the best defense in the AFC, and maybe we can just go do and we don't have to have Lamar get into shootouts. We could just go shut everybody down, run the
Right.
ball, play action, control the clock, and then capitalize that way.
I guarantee you, they lose Linderbaum. Lamar's not getting into shootouts. The only thing he's going to get shot up is his knees. I mean, seriously, it's just I don't
As
think it's
long
a
as
right.
Linderbaum's protecting our quarterback, I'm good.
I would be whoever it is. We're like going through the junkyard of quarterbacks, though.
Yeah.
We really are. We're like digging the dead up and seeing if there's something that shakes and works right now. But next year when we do draft our longtime quarterback, because I do have faith in Muji. I do.
Yeah, me too. And
Yeah,
I think he's going to be efficient. I think he's going to maybe go big, and then they're going to don't forget, man, the draft picks are gonna be the stars.
But he
This
set
is where
himself
you
up
go and
this.
get your third defensive end, your third middle linebacker, maybe a starting safety. You draft another safety. Malachi Moore regresses to your third. There's a lot to add to. You need a speedy cornerback to cover the drag routes over the middle. You need another tight end. You need a center slash guard, if not both, right?
Right.
You need another veteran receiver. You need a quarterback and a young quarterback. There's so many needs, man. We need to hit. That's all it comes down to. We need to
It
hit.
does. It does. And the first pick is going to tell a lot about where they're going. Also, the second pick, we have 16, and if they go and jump on Ty, it's going to show you that maybe that Glenn is a little bit worried about his job.
I agree, and I don't
Right?
want that. I want
Yeah, I don't
impact
want that
players.
either.
I
I
want
want to be.
impact players, day one starters, and
I
just
am with you.
build
Yes.
the team. So in 27, when you go get the quarterback at the top of round one, he comes into a nice, finished, ready to win team where he doesn't have the dreaded savior label that Jets fans love to give, and he could just be a guy playing football, and he doesn't have to play right away, and he can come along nicely. But
So are you an Arvel Reese person on the first pick? Second pick overall, but
I
on the
believe that
first.
will be the pick. I've
But are
made
you on board with that?
Yeah,
My question.
I'll like it. I like it. I think what they're looking to do with this defense, you need guys who can play multiple positions.
Good.
You're gonna move Reese around. You're gonna make him the centerpiece, and I think that that's a hell of a centerpiece to build your defense around. The
Yeah.
talent is remarkable, but now you just got to get the other pieces around him so he can open up and play his game, which is speed at 100 miles an hour.
And we do need a linebacker at a
Yep.
free agency as well.
My
That can
dream
actually.
without trading is
Yeah.
Reese and then CJ Allen. And you might be able to bump back a little bit, without trading up. But CJ Allen, go get a lineman, and then go get at 44, get a safety if you don't get one in free agency. Get a corner.
I believe that you need somebody who's experienced at the linebacker position who can like call the defense in free agency. We need to get that linebacker in free agency. Whether you get somebody in the draft or not, you
Yeah.
got to have somebody who's experienced who can like call the plays and see things coming. And if you don't get something like that, the defense is going to sink. And that's been I mean, just it was historically bad last year. And
It was.
as a Jet fan, it was embarrassing because we've never had a bad deal. We've had bad teams, but our defense always tried to keep us in the game until we couldn't do it anymore because our offense did nothing. And and to see the defense letting up the offense, it was like horrible. And then the offense just collapsed. You know that because we had no quarterback. But
Yeah.
I digress.
And if you go get a quarterback like Flacco or Cousins, I don't think you're out of any game because these are guys who are good in a 2-minute drill. They know what to do. They know what they're comfortable with at this point. And how many games have we been in and it's 10-0? It's like, fuck, we can't come back. You know,
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
wouldn't be out of it. The play action would work and add another weapon, and it could be quality football 75% of the games this year. And then you add next
I
year's
was
free
big
agent.
about.
Now you're competitive for the foreseeable future. That's the
I was
goal,
big.
right?
I thought the perfect fit would be Cousins. I don't know what happened, why he's not, doesn't want to come here, or whatever. I don't know why he wouldn't come here. I mean, we're gonna have a great offensive line, and if you do get Linderbaum, what freaking quarterback would not want to be behind this offensive line to turn their season around or just prove it for the last time or whatever? To have somebody like that, because the center is the guy that calls the line plays. He calls out the protections, and if you don't have somebody who can do that, you got to step behind, and to get somebody who can get you a step ahead on all of that. Your protection, you can sit back there and just like when we were Jet fans and we say, how does this guy have so much time? It's because they call the right protections. And we need someone to do that so that somebody can have the time to do that. You have a Kirk Cousins a little slow maybe in the slinging, but he knows where to go with it. He can read the plays out. And I don't know why he doesn't want to be on this team. It's just that was like the perfect fit for me.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, but don't forget in 2018, he used the Jets to drive up the offer with Minnesota, and it might just be, water under the bridge, or it might be, hey, we're not even going
Yeah.
near that bridge again. And that
I
might be
know.
the Jets saying, no, he
Uh,
got us to the altar and left us.
Yeah, there's certain grudges you hold, certain grudges you say, "Who gives a shit? Let's move forward."
Yeah.
And you know what? Be a bigger man, right?
No,
Sometimes we make
I'm losing
mistakes.
weight. Fuck that. I want to look like you. I want to make it to 61, buddy.
You definitely will, Nick. You're on the right path.
I appreciate you, man. We'll talk soon, bro. Call in
All right.
again.
Love you too, brother.
Love you, buddy. Have a good night.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen, if you call in or you super chat, like that takes priority. But right now, Boomtown learned Nick's British voice set the tone for the show tonight. Commas are very important. David D 1, Nick Shine 0. Don't question David D. Charles may have regifted his Venmo. Bonus, women's body odor ads have no place in the Big Fella's YouTube viewing enjoyment experience. Charles did not consume the pork brains prior to expiration. New wife beater record set tonight. Nice. Oh, that might have to top that. Double bonus. Charles and Lane included talk about fried chicken, penis, condolences, smoking weed, and Joe Flacco speculation. Lou B appeared shocked that Beast had an actual kitchen. Boom. Tremendous. Maze, I learned Boom got stepped on by a guy named Luppy. Eli, yes. Bill, you were on the wheel, courtesy of Eli. Got you. Thank you, Eli. Very kind of you. And I will put Eli with Bill in parentheses. So, or actually, Bill, yeah, I'll just put Bill with Eli in parentheses so we know it came from him. May says Addie is on hiatus, so we have a hangout here. Addison says Maze is talking out his ass. It's not my Addie impersonation. That's just my talking out your ass voice. A little sister swang to that. Addison, I learned people need to find a new way to say they miss me. Okay. Addie. Hey, buddy. Just want to tell you that I miss you. You're loved. You're a great friend. Stay positive. Hugs. All right. What else we got? Maze. I learned Charles has a pitchfork up his ass, and only God knows why. Also, nobody sent me the audio clip of that. I thought my gift was dope. I don't know what you mean. All right. Oh, Paganardi, ask a question. Addie starting a new channel? Is this a rumor? Is this a thing? Well, if that was true, he would pass that along so we could promote the fuck out of that. But ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. I would love to hang out all night. I would. But now I work 8:30 to 5. Your boy's got to wake up early. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't thank you enough. Thank you again to everyone with the Venmos contributing on the show. You guys are the best. I love you. Tuesday night, even if there's big moves tomorrow night, I got studying to do for an exam on Wednesday that I have to take. So Tuesday night, 7 p.m., right here. Don't miss it. This will be one they'll be talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Nick Shine television program, also known as the Nick Shine Show on YouTube, God bless. Have a good night. Go Jets. May this be the thing that puts us in the right direction. May this be the thing that leads us to victories. May this be the beginning of the end of the awfulness. Lord, please make it come true. And as always, Good night, America.
Stay anchored by the light and so bright as the twilight's last evening.
Also, Rick Kent's here.
Welcome, my friends. It's a shine time. Shine time. It's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time? Shine time. It's shine time. Time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe?
And then Rick Kent says goodbye as soon as I play it. Good night, folks.
It's got
Gentry covered in football. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show.